All right. I'm making the notes again. It'll be my second session, and I just have to figure out what the heck I was doing last week or last time, because I apparently completely forgot about what we were doing. So to recap, in case you guys like me forgot what we were doing, we had just murdered all of those bandits in the cave. I think if I recall, it was primarily Vincent who murdered them. And
no, yeah, the killing was Vincent. The actual murder was Lucas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because your method of interrogation was just to murder them.
Hey, it got results.
Mm-hmm. And so it looks like we looted them for 2 axes, a crossbow. For some reason, Lucas took the crossbow.
Are you sure? Because I don't think I would have taken a crossbow. I have no.
Maybe I have it backwards. I just have here that in my notes we looted the corpses. Vincent took 2 axes. Lucas took a crossbow.
Let me look at my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I see no crossbow.
Okay, well then maybe you didn't take it. I took 4 bolts. And
I thought we took it at least to sell off.
Yeah, I thought that was the point, is that we were taking stuff to sell it off. And then we also took 76 pennies and put it in the war chest. And then there was stuff that we didn't take, like the crates filled with food and the cheap alcohol, but we left like the clubs and the daggers lying around. Oh, and then and we were in the process of discussing taking the prisoner back to town immediately or spending time digging holes for the corpses. And I think, if I recall correctly, everybody else was firmly in the camp of fuck these guys.
although right. After I thought about it for a minute, after we ended, Lucas had a reason where actually that became a good idea. Now for him, I can't remember off the top of my head what that reason was because it has been 2 weeks.
Yeah,
but nonetheless. Yeah, but nonetheless, I came to that conclusion. So I think Lucas probably would.
Well,
I know why. I remembered why. Because seeing their throats slit when the town guard gets there is not going to look like combat. Oh no, but you know that. The town guard is going to come and investigate.
Are they?
Yeah, I still think though I don't want to leave them sitting out with their throats slit. I think that's probably the kind of thing that comes back to get you caught later.
There's also a crate of undrunken alcohol here too that can be tapped into while the others work.
Yes.
Didn't you say there was cheap alcohol?
Yes. There's like food and alcohol. It just said cheap alcohol. I don't recall. I don't recall specifically what it was. I can look in the notes.
No, I meant like to drink while we work. No, I mean, like for the sake of those who are less inclined to help, they can just sit back and drink while
what I was thinking, I mean, I know because it's night, we don't want to necessarily leave one person there alone. But, because if I remember correctly, Sally was pretty adamant about getting back. We could, I think Lucas would stay and help dig if, with Vincent, and Sally and Leopold could get back if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Yep.
The time of day was another concern. I was thinking, like, if we bury the bodies, let the night go, and then in the morning we could step out, it'll be a little more reliable getting back.
Right, and that's what kind of my thought was too. Is,
especially since somebody knows we are here, like that the main bad guy knows we're here. So if he has more goons and wants to ambush us at night in the forest, that could be a problem. I want to state that we've fought undead enough to where you have to realize
basically
these corpses out as a problem.
I guess Leopold is the tiebreaker then.
Oh, am I the tiebreaker? Because I thought it was. If anything, it's just going to be more of a split because
it's 2-1 right now.
Right, it's 2-1 right now. So
Or
Leopold,
the deciding vote, maybe.
Leopold doesn't want to stay, but also realizes that he's probably got very little chance of making it back to the village alive without Lucas's guidance. So if Lucas wants to stay, he thinks that for safety we should stick together.
That's right, bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, it's just, Leopold has no clue which way to go now, I think. Fairly.
I want.
Yeah, middle of the forest at night. Or is it almost gone?
So not waiting on what Sally has to say, I want to say, well, then it's settled. I want to kick the crate open with whatever alcohol is there, throw a bottle to Lucas, and then tell the prisoner to start digging, and I'm also going to start digging.
Yeah, I think so. And so Lucas will start digging too. He's digging.
He's.
Oh no, we're taking him back.
Yeah, I think from the last session the plan was to take him back to the town and say, see, here's these bad guys, and they're in league with that Bretonian. Or were we not going to share that part?
I think the Bretonian was pretty unliked. I think there's no harm in sharing.
Yeah. Well, the only problem is that we do actually want to find the Bretonian, though, don't we? But yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I want to tell the prisoner if he digs well enough, he won't have to dig his own grave.
I think maybe what we do is we put Sally on crossbow duty, just to have him, menacingly hold the crossbow near, ready to shoot him if he does, because obviously Sally wouldn't be too useful at digging a grave, so probably a little too small for that. So, and since he didn't really want to dig graves anyway, that way he doesn't have to.
Also to keep an eye out on the entrance, or
yeah,
just to make sure nobody's snooping around while we're preoccupied.
What? I think four of us would be digging. Yeah, I'm assuming Leopold's digging.
And if not Leopold, you can help watch, because I don't know if we're in a big hurry. If we're going to go out in the morning, we probably have significant amount of time.
Well, in the interest of doing it fast, Leopold really doesn't want to bury these guys, but in the interest of time, he's gonna chip in because he wants to get back to the town as soon as possible.
Okay. So we may end up leaving at night.
Okay.
Sounds like it's
Yeah.
food.
So Leopold's
Well, I
whole
mean-
shtick at this point is that whatever we do, he just wants to do it fast. So if the only way to get back is to dig these graves, he's gonna dig the graves to get it over with.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, digging these graves is going to take a good long while, regardless of whether it's one or four of us. And it's not early in the night. So I think even if we all four dig, it's probably going to be, dusk by the time, or dawn, by the time we're close anyway. Mm-hmm. So I don't think that your concern, Vincent, about, puttering around at night is I don't think that's going to be much of an issue.
Okay.
Just because I think it's going to take us so long. Plus, you're in a position you could always drag your feet a little if you think we're finishing up too fast, Oh, I got to give it the sermon, or whatever.
And so it came to pass.
And on the fifth day, Sigmar said,
I didn't know them long, but in the short time I've known them, they were...
Yeah, so, I think that, if you really are that, we have ways to make sure that you have ways to help make sure it takes.
Well, if we want to leave as soon as we're done, I'm okay with that too. I just figured it'd be safer going during the day. And if we get back to the village and it's all burned down, then that's less Leopold has to worry about.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Probably. So like I was saying, if you guys wanted to push out early before sunrise, I guess I'm okay with that. It's more on the confidence of Lucas and you finding our way back to town.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say it's Lucas's call since he's the most...
Well, I'm sorry, I had to yell at my kid. Did he say what time we finished up?
A few hours before dawn. We got to rest at some point, so...
Yeah. I don't know that... Yeah, I think we probably, if not nap, rest at least, if not sleep, at least sit down in the cave and, leave one. Yeah, I know, but, I suspect if I point out to her that, it's 4 a.m. in the dark forest. Do you know what's out at 4 a.m. in the dark forest? It's probably a pretty compelling argument.
Okay.
Then I go on.
I found out something today. Apparently, if you somehow fumble around and accidentally click on things on your character sheet, you can get it to pop up as a separate window.
Yeah.
I didn't know that before.
God, get with the program, Sean.
Wait, what were we doing? Willpower?
Toughness.
Toughness. Got it.
Do
Zoinks.
I have anything?
Did it roll? I can't tell. Okay, cool. Yeah, I got too many windows open.
What kind of
now.
food do you get delivered?
Oh, I didn't know that was
KFC
a
delivers in Poland. That's interesting. Well, I mean,
Although they
KFC
don't
doesn't
deliver here. Unless it's like, well, can you do Uber Eats KFC? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh, our fast food delivery is pretty much exclusive only to pizzas
and Chinese.
And Chinese. Those are like the only two that deliver really here. So lucky.
I have literally been to the original KFC and they don't deliver. Yeah, so yeah, that's well, and also they pay them so little. Like, you know, I mean, I don't know what KFC employees make in Poland, but due to the semi-socialist nature of it, of your government, you know, like I suspect that it's maybe a little more enticing, yeah, to get people to do things like that. Well, but it's socialist in the sense that, you know, you get more, either one, more required benefits, or two, those benefits that aren't required are often provided by the state, right? So, you know, it's in fact, you know, like here, there's a big reason that like unions are very pro socialism, because now they don't have to spend their time, you know, arguing over healthcare, because if that's provided, you know, for example, provided by the state, then the union can then try to get more, you know, other things out, right? So, you know, it's that kind of, not trying to turn it political, I'm just saying, you know, that kind of aspect of it that, you know, it's you know, probably in some instances, my guess is easier to get people to, you know, do more for the job.
It might be we just have more. Everybody here has at least one automobile, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, also it depends on the type of city, because like I grew up in New York City and my parents gave up their car not a few years after we moved there. So. Oh yeah, absolutely. I didn't learn how to drive until I was 24.
No, it's very hard to move around Big Apple with a car.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite. Actually, I mean, if you don't leave the city much, you don't need it at all. If you wanna go out, you know, to upstate New York or to New Jersey, I mean, you can take there's lots of people who commute, like take the PATH train or take buses. I mean, there's even people who take like buses. I think they commute from like the suburbs of Philadelphia to work in New York. And
yeah, my father used to work for a New York company, and his boss took the bus in every morning from Philly.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it, but yeah, but yeah, I mean, I you know, lived there for 14 years and I didn't have a car, or you know, my parents had a car for like a couple of years after we moved there, and they were just like, yeah, it's too much of a hassle.
Well, and yet, you know, because most like apartments don't come with a parking space. So
yeah, ours did actually. That
okay.
was the thing, is we lived in a building that was built on like the slope of a hill, so the whole building was built on top of a parking garage.
Oh, that's cool. But you know, a lot of times they don't. So you know, like that. And I was watching something like people were paying like $80,000 US for a parking space.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you pay more for parking than you pay for rent in some places. Right. Sure. Okay.
So
Yeah.
just so you know, in DC anyway, and I know it's going to be even worse for New York. You will pay $20 an hour to park.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
that is new. Like, I'm coming from the Midwest. That is foreign to me as well. So yeah, that's I guess maybe a Eastern. Well,
No, because I've
super
seen
metropolitan.
I've been to Chicago, and I remember seeing it $30 an hour in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what it is in Cincinnati. I think it's like
bad.
12 hours a day
Yeah,
at worst.
My wife used to have a parking pass in Cincinnati. I forget where it was, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Or I forget how much it was, but it wasn't bad. I know exactly where it was. It was over by the jail. But
Yeah, I want to say like the airport over here in Phoenix, they raised it from like $10 a day to like $15 a day, and maybe a little bit more. Yeah.
yeah, because that's the other thing. I remember when I was I went to Ireland. I don't know, about a decade ago now, but the price conversion was pretty much the same amount of dollars in euros per and per gallon to per liter, right?
Yeah,
so if it was like $2 per gallon here, it was €2 per liter there. I don't remember what the prices were, but I just remember it being pretty much a direct conversion.
Yeah.
And a euro was worth. That was at the high point of the euro, so a euro was a $1.68 while we were there.
Yeah.
So yeah. And how many liters are in a gallon? A couple. So
yeah,
like 3. Is it?
Yeah.
It's like
Something
3
like that.
point something.
yeah.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna roll a luck.
Oh, because I failed. Yeah. Because Okay. I'll use a luck point. All right.
It is Vincent's doom relating to his doom, so he's not gonna.
Oh man, I failed by 1. I do. I have plus 10 toughness. Oh, so technically I passed on the first one. Sweet. I forgot about that. Thank you.
I guess we weren't. I assumed that was what it was about, but
I thought it was about sleeping.
That's what I did too. I thought we were gonna, if you failed, you doze off, and the prisoner would escape or something.
Prisoner will murder us in our sleep.
You're a simple one, ain't you, boy? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I when we were discussing it earlier, I do think didn't Vincent mention he wanted to do like a last rites kind of thing?
yeah, that I would have. That would have been done during the burial.
Right. I just wanted to make sure it got said because obviously Mike wasn't on the line at the time. He was too busy getting himself some sweet fried chicken.
Yeah.
I'm assuming anyway. I mean, maybe it's like some of those other countries where what they serve has nothing to do with what they serve here. I don't know, but yeah, actually, the Yum Brands, the company that owns them, They're one of the ones that doesn't actually change their menu anywhere. You get what you get anywhere at the same place, and that's it. That's one of their big things. But they've had good success. Like China loves the American menu, so
Yeah.
I'm a Popeyes chicken fan.
So is my son.
Yes.
I'm on a diet that doesn't let me eat fried chicken, so
Yeah.
also I'm from a town that has one of the best fried chicken places in the world. Like seriously. So it's not you get spoiled. That's my point. Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair. I think we can do that.
Yeah, that's what we were doing those last few hours before the dawn.
Yep.
Leopold will do it with
Yeah.
the expectation that Lucas will hack him down with his sword if he tries to get away.
Yeah, Leopold, it's the witch hunter in you to be carrying a prisoner.
Yep.
I think that Lucas would be a little bit paranoid because we did let that guy go, and he is known, and he would want to make sure that lies weren't being spread, so to speak.
Yeah, so
Let what guy go?
The Bretonian.
Oh,
he could be spreading rumors about us in town.
well, actually,
Right.
well, I was gonna say we didn't let him go, but yes. Okay, that was my confusion.
Oh,
He got away.
yeah.
So do you guys want to address it? Because Leopold's like, hey, let's just go to the town and we'll figure this shit out later.
Yeah, I'd say we get rid of this prisoner first. And
I'd like to hear what everybody's talking about.
Oh, you want to hear what people are talking about?
Yeah.
Well, we do sort of have to pass right by the place to get there anyway.
I thought you wanted to avoid that area just in case rumors were spread.
Well, the problem is, unless we cut, so we're coming down the road. If you're looking at the map, we're coming down the road and we see people in front of the Heartless Man. So unless we cut, through the houses, behind the fields, and through the woods there to the manor, we're gonna have to go to the town square, whatever you want to call it, which is right by the Heartless Man.
Yeah.
And has anybody seen us yet? As we're like here with a guy on a leash. Okay.
Mm. I don't like the look of this. I want to stay back if you really want to see what's going on.
Yeah, I do.
Leopold, are you going to go with him?
Okay. Yeah. I feel like because I feel like if the mob is just gonna try to lynch us anyway, it doesn't matter if we go to the thing. So let's just go.
I'll take the prisoner if you guys want to go ahead, but I'm not. I want to stay on the other side of the square.
I kind of want to take the prisoner with us to show that we have a prisoner and
All right.
a girl, and say, and the girl can tell him what happened. That's what I think. I mean, I said so. I look at the girl and I say, you tell, if this is about, if the Bretonian has come back to town and spreading lies about us, you need to tell him what's going on. Swear by Sigmar. Okay.
Now I can't remember what the Bretonian's name. He's not one of those. No. Yeah. I'm lazy. It was easier.
I didn't catch the second name after Aloysius. Who was the second person? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so good. Okay. Okay, so good. Just the man we want to see. And then it sounds like they're about ready to fight, Rickard and Leo. Oh, okay. Pistols at dawn.
For Tal's sake.
Uh, yeah.
And then Leopold is just standing there, not realizing everybody's stepped backwards. Thank you for volunteering. What? After hearing that it's a duel, I'm going to join the crowd.
Lucas doesn't cotton fools, so no.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, do we how committed are we to this little feud? I don't think it's worth.
If it was
bullet.
swords, Leopold would consider it, but pistols not so much.
But like,
Yeah,
is it worth the risk? Like, are we that connected to the?
We just said we would help him, but we told him not to be an asshole. That's his own fault.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm pretty sure I know how Sally would feel on this issue, and I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same.
Yeah, I'm not. Like, I wouldn't be terrible at it, but jeez.
Oh, amazing.
Jesus.
Yes. Yes. Honeymoon.
Are we familiar with the rules? Like, I don't like. What are the rules to dueling? Is it like you fire once, and if nobody is hit, it's over?
Yeah, Vincent has etiquette. Yeah.
I actually have an idea, but I also have to run to the restroom, so I'm going to be right back while he does that.
Because, like, I may. Why do I not have etiquette as a thing? I have it. I just what's it roll off of? Intelligence. Yeah. All right.
Sweet.
Pretty good. Okay.
It's just you have to get satisfaction. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, so who? Leopold or not Leopold? I'm not Leopold. I'm Lucas. Lucas leans over. Who is the person that would be the best in front of a crowd in the group? I mean, I know he should know, but I don't know off the top of my head. I know it's not me, Sally. I don't want to send a halfling up to do this.
Leopold actually has public speaking now.
Okay. He's going to lean over to Leopold because the other Leopold, the one's about to get killed, he was supposed to pay us money, right?
Yeah.
I like being paid money.
All right.
Okay. And point out that we need to run interference on this. Take the prisoner and the girl up on the stage,
right,
and make a big announcement about that Bretonian rapscallion frog is really a bandit. Blah 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 blah. We need to get a posse and go look for him right now.
Right. Well, there are enemies in our midst that are trying to sow discord, and we need to put our differences aside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There is an enemy within.
I wouldn't even say we need to put our differences aside. I would just act like this whole thing isn't even happening. Just like this takes precedence.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, that actually was what I was thinking right now. Is that since Leopold sort of caught up with what was going on in Rickard's body language, he was going to burst in with the girl and the prisoner.
And remember, make it as, I hate to say it, but make it as xenophobic as possible.
Yeah.
Those dirty frogs from Bretonia,
Yes. Snail eaters, every last one of them.
Basically, whip them into a frenzy. Yeah. But, you can't trust them. They worship some tart in a lake.
Yeah. How's that for a basis of government?
I know.
Tramples us all to death. All right, so Leopold tries to 43. Yeah, I mean, not great, but not bad. Yeah, he has charm and he has the public speaking thing. So
oh no, he needs.
I thought I was gonna drag them both up and have the girl. So I'm saying I'm presenting the evidence to the group that something someone is trying to we need to all get together and find this rapscallion foreigner, and they're trying to break us apart. Yes. Right. Yes. My apologies. Is he Lord Verloren? Okay. Yeah, Lord Verloren. But I fear I must interrupt the proceedings with a matter of grave importance. We have a no, we have someone trying to incite us.
Let him speak, Vincent yells.
Yes. we have a foreigner in our midst who is trying to incite rebellion, and sow the seeds of discord amongst the fine villagers of Hohlesbruck. Here I have a Shut your mouth. We have this prisoner that we captured, who was in league with the vile Bretonian, what's his nuts? Dionys and
Rubber ball.
Yes, I can't pronounce these fancy French names, Bretonian names. It says this young girl we rescued will confirm our story.
We need to get a posse together now.
Yeah. Oh, public speaking. Shit. Charm. All right. Charm is what I got. Did it roll? Yes. Yeah. All right. Okay, I see what you're saying. So yeah, it's just the effect. It's just increasing the number of people affected. All right, I'm gonna spend a luck on that because this is
Not
actually my
first luck.
because I
Remember,
didn't.
his second luck. Yeah.
No, that's cool. All right, let me. This keyboard I'm using also is a little wonky.
If Lucas has to, he'll start chanting posse, posse.
Posse comitatus. Oh, even worse. Great. All right. Yeah.
Rick Jagger doesn't even live in this universe.
Yes. Yes, your lordship.
Lucas is gonna shout that. Who's the noble that's in the duel?
Rickard.
Yeah, he's going to shout something like, "We can't risk Talberg being hurt in the duel. We need him to hunt down that snail-eating bastard." Oh yeah, this is going to be terrible, but it was.
Go for it.
Yeah, where's Sally?
Oh! Sweet.
Meanwhile, Sally is
Howard
running
Dawson
from
is right.
Sally is running from one point in the crowd to the next, just yelling random things, pretending to be lots of different people.
Yes.
Lucas is going to look right at him and turn his head and spit on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Lucas is going to keep looking at him, and if nobody else speaks, he's going to say, "We told you we would handle this." I suggest you go back to your room and sleep this off. And we will be back in touch at such point in time in which it is necessary. Okay? Thank you.
Lucas crosses his arms and taps his foot, waiting for him to leave.
Yeah, pretty much.
You go to your room right now, Buster.
Like I told you, Lucas doesn't cotton fools.
Sure.
I can't believe I made that charm test.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Even if I didn't, it's one you can take at half, and I beat half. Yeah.
Perception. You know, actually pretty. Man, I'm rolling crappy today. Yeah.
That's where he's supposed to be heading to, though, right? Like, that's not the fact that he's heading there is not suspicious, right? Okay. Right. I've had a lot going on, and I can't remember in 3 weeks some stuff. So
the suspicious place he went was he left the Fallebrand house and went straight to the Verloren Manor that one time, and the Bretonian shadowed him there.
Right.
So, what do you guys think? I think we should take the girl and the prisoner to the Verloren Manor. I mean, where would they normally keep prisoners here? At the manor? Is that our understanding? Mm-hmm. They just chain them to the post in the town square and let them rot. Okay.
They take them to the butcher, then they seem to disappear.
Funny how those unpaid internships they keep signing them up for just have such high turnover.
At the butcher shop. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, business is good. He always has product, and it's relatively cheap.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, who are we to criticize? He clearly has a working method.
So Leopold suggests, "Hey guys, I think we should follow our original plan, and although he may not want to see us, go to Mills Verloren and take these two over there to finish the adjudication process."
Well, I think we're certainly approaching it with some different perspectives. So let's do it.
Yes, because we just need her to give her statement. Yes.
Turn and look around. The witch. Okay. What is it, boy?
Oh.
Right. What men?
No.
What did you hear? What were the weird things that you heard?
Um.
Okay.
Let's. Can Sally take the prisoner and the girl to the thing to drop them off, and let's beat it over to the hovel. The rest of us.
And when the prisoner's back is turned going off, I'm going to say, "Here, Sally. Here's my hand crossbow to put a bolt in the back of his head if he runs."
I want to yell to
Sally a wink so he knows, obviously that I'm full of shit. But
I want to yell to the town, any of the crowds that are still around, that he's been spotted by the medicine woman's house. Let's go, everybody, let's go.
good idea.
Yep. So. Evidence.
This is not CSI Miami. We aren't really that concerned.
Oh. Went about their daily lives.
Yeah.
Let's find him right after this meal.
After the siesta.
Yeah, the rest of us are going to go back and try to catch that rapscallion.
Leopold has his crossbow out and is running as fast as he can. Well, I guess he can't run very fast, but as fast as he can.
Hobbling.
Hobbling as fast as he can.
Like more so than usual.
Inge.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Lucas, look around and see if you can find a trail.
Yeah.
Let's get this bastard.
Okay. Let's see. Is that no? Let me scroll down here.
Okay.
Isn't that back to where? Isn't that where we went to go to the cave? Okay. Northeast.
What was he saying that I'm supposed to remember?
Yeah. Let's see here. He was saying. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Nasty Man said something about visiting lady. I have it right here.
Which direction is the?
Northeast.
No. Is the house in?
Well, the house is like due east.
Because it sounds like he's going to visit the girl, the sick girl.
Well,
Verloren Manor.
I think he's going to go visit the girl in Verloren Manor. I think that's what's going on. But what do? I think two of us should go follow the trail, and one of us should beat it for the Verloren Manor. That's what I think.
Northeast. The Shrine of Shalea is northeast, right?
Right. My guess is that he's taking a long way around through the woods to get to the manor. That's what Leopold thinks he's doing. So that's why I'm saying two of us follow the trail, and one of us rushes back as quickly as possible to the manor to tell Mills Verloren that we think that the Bretonian is coming.
It looks so. The trail, I assume, is heading towards the Shrine of Shalia, which is the way we all have to go, regardless. So maybe we should just book it there.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is following a trail will take a while.
Well, I mean, we just book it to the shrine and then see if you can pick up the same trail. Like, don't even try following it. Just we know it's going down this trail. That's just run until the next intersection.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We don't know that.
Right.
we know that the road goes that way, but we don't know which way the trail goes. So I still think so. So Leopold says, I can't really run very well. So if you guys want to follow the trail, and I'll do my best to get to the manor in time, or because Lucas needs to.
Yeah, should we send Vincent to run to the manor?
That's what I was thinking, but I don't know. Either way, it's Leopold's the weak link.
Yeah, I can run ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah.
I got flee. All right. Okay.
Wait.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is follow trail is on a 60. I'm actually going to use a luck to add. Yeah.
Yeah. Great idea.
No, it's my first of the day. Yeah. Ah.
Wow.
I'm going to use a second luck this time to reroll. Yeah. Okay, hit.
Wait.
Me and Leopold.
Leopold.
Okay. Now I see it. I was like, where is it? Oh, there. Amazing.
And yet he still beats us there by like 20 minutes. Right.
Winded.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a woman. That's a woman you have relations with when you're married. Yeah.
Well, but it also is the feminine form of master.
Well, that's
So-
true too. But in English, it's pretty much only used to mean the woman you're cheating on your wife with regularly.
Well, because we don't have masters and servants anymore.
What? Phew.
Unless you're
Well, you
Depeche
don't.
Mode.
He's on my trail.
Or it could be a Skaven assassin.
Yeah.
Jubal, I confess it all. I was set up by this Bretonian who's heading this way. I'll show you where he is.
Or it could be a noble from Talabheim, or anybody else who wants to kill us. Or it could be, our old friend, what's his name, from Marienburg, Nihilus. We have a lot of people after us.
Or that guy we beat up and let live.
Yeah.
Well, it was just
All of them.
the one who we stole his shoes. Oh, that asshole.
My first assumption is that Sally threw this guy through the window. But all right, so yeah, I want to start running after him.
Oh, my abdomen, it's cramping.
Yeah, I'm moving like Leopold now.
Yeah.
So if I spend a luck, would that have him run right into us?
Well, he might be taking the same trail.
So yeah, in that case, since we can hear him, I don't think we need to spend time tracking anymore, and just I'll take off. I know Leopold can't really, but
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm gonna run now that I hear someone crashing into the forest. I'm gonna run towards that with a crossbow out and try to shoot him.
apparently, it's because I've got a +10 in it, and it's based on intelligence, which I've had bumped up to 60.
Wow, I have 0 successes.
Yeah, let's see. I'm looking for agility. That's a straight stat. Yeah. Hold on. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Looking for a number.
Yeah, I'll use a luck.
Yeah,
so will I.
Yeah, I'll use a luck for
great.
perception.
Okay, I hit my agility with my luck. Second. No, you're right. Third. Yep.
All right, I'm doing perception. I'm re-rolling my perception. Is it still bad? Oh wow, awesome. Even worse. All right, so I'm like, what?
So I'm leaning over puking, and Leopold's running the wrong way. People fall.
Oh come on! I rolled all my numbers. Mm-hmm. Boy, I'm gonna make you squeal like a pig. Lucas is gonna be screaming, "That was my kill!" And then he's gonna search the body for those 15 gold crowns. His boots better than mine. Um, would his boots fit me? Okay. Let me get back to the. No. Damn, those are nice boots.
With you trying to put the boot on. So,
Tiny feet.
Lucas, what'd you do with the head?
Some bitch came riding out on a horse, decapitated him, and rode off with the head. Some bitch stole my kill.
Hmm.
Did any of you see any riders or anything? Because that dude came out of nowhere.
Yeah, one almost trampled me on the trail.
Yeah, I saw the silhouette of a rider, but I couldn't make him out. I wonder if that's who killed all the other bandits.
Vincent's going to kind of flip the body over with his foot, not quite knowing what to do with the headless corpse. Hmm.
Well, that leaves out Leopold Follebrand.
We there's
Yeah, I assumed when you said like Drakewald, so I assumed you just meant that like as a out of game. You know what that's like, so it's like that.
We may have found who killed all those people coming into town.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did anybody get a close look at the rider? And any?
Not me.
I only saw him from behind.
So we need to drag this body back to the Verloren Manor.
Yep.
And there's nothing else on him. Leopold suggests that we search him if there's any because
I already have. He's got a couple of daggers. If you want one.
No, I don't need it. I'm just making sure that there's no because he was trying to blackmail people. There's no notes or anything on him.
Where do you think he was running? Back to the cave?
That's what it looked like.
Since we're standing in front of the cave, yes.
No, all right. I thought we cornered him somewhere else on the way to the cave. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep. Actually, I gotta go to the restroom. So
yeah, restroom sounds good.
All right.
I'm back. I'm here. Sounds good. Alrighty.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, it took so long.
Man, just when we were gonna catch the guy. Well. Mhm.
Most of them.
Fortunately, somebody beat me to him.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes. We are always the soul of discretion.
Real quick, sir, before we go over there, and he says, in his most polite, I know I said sir, but I think he probably would know to use different language than that. Are you aware of any skilled horsemen that that patrols this area? Because this a man on a giant war horse came out of nowhere and took his head off, and that was the damnedest thing I've ever seen. I'm trying to figure out who I need to thank for saving my life. I was there when it happened, but no, unfortunately, I was not the one that did it.
Ray Sigmar.
Well, you know, oh, sorry. While we're following her, I'm going to ask her more about this guy she just mentioned. Yeah. No, we're not from around here.
No. This one wasn't looking for hearts, it was looking for heads. Must be another.
But of course.
Yes. All right.
Okay, now we're up. Anyway, the maid opens the door for you, and you enter the quarters of Esther Verloren. Immediately, you can see that there are signs of struggle here. A few pieces of furniture have been trashed. You can see that there's there are like some glass is lying on the floor. Of course, the window is smashed, allowing a cold wind to enter the quarters. Esther Verloren is waiting for you. She is dressed in a long, naturally elegant gown, but she's also wearing a heavy, heavy cloak to keep her from being cold. She normally would be a very attractive young woman, but unfortunately, her face is pockmarked with scars. Her face and her neck. She's a victim of pox. A victim of pox that actually survived the illness. But even so, unfortunately, she is forever scarred by the horrible illness. Like I said, she has good quality noble's garb, good quality noble's garb on her. Her hair are long and dark, very luxurious. She has a very slim. She cuts a very slim figure. She also has incredibly sad eyes. Welcome. I'm Esther Verloren. I've heard through the window, she points at the broken window, what my father was saying to you. I guess I should thank you for dealing with that villain, especially you, Master Halfling. Sally just bows. It was a pleasure. So, wow, what a day. I guess I should probably offer you some payment for your service here. And she, opens a small chest, produces a few pieces of jewelry. She also, takes out a small bag of money. Takes out a few coins. Well, few. Actually, it's more than a few. And she approaches you and gives you, your payment, so to speak. That bastard Bretonian, well, he wanted to blackmail me. Fortunately, you were there to stop him. So I thank you for that, and well, that's it. Unless you want something else.
Yeah. Why did have you been visited by Dr. What's his name?
Reifenen. She looks at you strangely. I don't know what this has to do with anything, sir.
We think he might. We have some suspicions that there may be some collusion.
Nonsense. Dr. Reifenen is a good, honest man. He is a man of science and compassion. It was this villain, this Ribot, who was behind all of this evil that has befallen our village. I will tell you why he wanted to blackmail me. Since you are heroes, obviously I presume that you'll keep this to yourselves. She says, And you can see that she swallows hard. You know, she... it's clear that what she's going to say will cost her a lot. Some time ago, I've gotten sick, as you can see, and she points, you know, to her face.
Mhm.
With the help of our wise woman Elizy, that unfortunately, from what I've heard, she's dead now, killed by that horrible Breton. Anyway, with her help, I've managed to fight off the disease, but unfortunately, I'm forever scarred. And I've also lost my baby. I was... My father doesn't even know about this. No one knows about this other than you and me now, because Elizy is dead. Elizy is dead. The child was Ricard's. We spent a night together right before he went to war to fight in the north. I've lost the child, and I've lost my looks, and finally I've lost the love of my life because he chose the Fowlerbrand girl over me. I have nothing left. I'm telling you this because you've helped me, you've risked your lives, and I owe you some truth. I thank you for your service. You've been paid. If that is all, I wish you to live. I want to be alone for some time.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Lady Verloren. We're sorry for the terrible losses you have suffered.
If that is of any help to you, Ribot, when he was speaking to me before your halfling friend burst through the door, Ribot specified that, well, I mean, he learned about my miscarriage. For his silence, he wanted a huge sum of money, and he wanted it to be left at the Heartless Man tomorrow at sunrise. Although now that he's dead, I guess that it doesn't really matter.
Well, we do know that he had some accomplices, so maybe we will camp out and stake out the drop. Thank you for that information.
Very well. Thank you, and... well, I think that's all.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thank you, ma'am. Let's let her get some rest, gentlemen.
Yes. Who are you calling a gentleman?
Oh, gentle dudes.
Gentle dudes.
So actually, let's go outside her door and have a meeting here. Clara, beat it, or let's get out of the manor.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's
when you've exited her quarters, Clara, you know, just looks at you funny, and then, "Please follow me," she says, and walks you to the exit. Mouse is nowhere to be seen. The body has been taken care of. Actually, both bodies. And she leaves you right outside of the manor, bids you farewell, closes the door. Sally looks at you. Just wait a second, sorry. Yeah, sorry for that, guys, but this is like
A lot of page flipping.
Yeah, it's page flipping. I mean, PDF page flipping, so you know.
Yeah, exactly. Even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that we did many things in such a way that what makes it hard for
Yes.
to do a linear page flip.
All right, now this is a very important thing for me to roll.
Okay.
And I think Unless Brian plays a very stupid character, I think he managed to pass that. Just let me see. Yeah, here he is.
I guess that he is not stupid.
Yeah, I mean 59 intelligence. Sally looks at you. Listen, guys, we need to speak at our room. Quietly. Follow me.
Absolutely.
You follow your halfling friend to the Heartless Man. And you know, the people, there are not too many people on the streets of Hohlesbruck, but those who are speaking, you know, with each other about the breaking in to Verloren Manor, about, you know, about Rebo's death. Of course, you've heard like 4 different people telling 4 different stories that it was the road wardens, that, you know, Mills killed him, stuff like that. So naturally, the gossiping has already begun, as often it does. You enter the Heartless Man, and once again it's time for page flipping. Yay! You see that there's yeah, you see that of course, you know, the tavern keeper is standing right behind the counter. He looks very tired, but he, you know, waves at you. Hello. I also need to ask you guys, how long are you going to stay here for the night, or have you only purchased like a single night here?
If I recall correctly, we were staying day by day.
Okay, so in that case, the innkeeper asks you if you are going to stay one more night.
I think at least one more night, yeah.
Very well, so in that case, it's like 10 pennies per person.
Okay.
I don't remember if that was the same price as before, but let's say that it's 10 pennies per person. You all have a common room, I think. If I remember correctly, you were all staying in a single room.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Yeah. You're all also pretty hungry, just so you know. You didn't really manage to eat anything.
Yeah. All right, let's
for the last couple of hours, but you see that Sally really wants to speak with you, and so he takes you to your room. Then he locks.
Sally, it's so unlike you.
Then he locks the door, making sure that it's locked. The girl didn't told us everything.
What did you hear?
Right before I've bursted through the door, I've heard Bretonian blackmailing her. He threatened her that he would tell her father and the authorities about both her miscarriage and apparently her plot to poison Alexa, unless she pays him an extortionate sum. He also claims to have written down his suspicions and placed them in the hands of a friend, along with the incriminating letter. They will be made public if he is killed or imprisoned. That's what I've heard right before I've kicked the door in. When I've bursted in, he held her hostage with a dagger to her throat. He asked me if I'm working for her, but then he just, pushed her away and jumped through the window, and then, well, you know the rest. I just think that you guys should know this.
Yeah. Since everybody knows that he's dead now, that sort of takes a little bit away from my plan, because I thought we could take all the money and jewels that she gave us and, try to leave.
By the way, it's about 10. You each gain about 10 crowns, so you can, including the jewelry. Like it amounts to 10 crowns per person, so that is pretty large sum of money. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So?
Hmm.
So what do you guys think? But if everybody knows that he's dead, then that sort of takes away from the plan to pretend that the money is left for them to pick up.
Yeah.
So is this something that geez, who would like what would happen if Leopold knows? What would happen if the future groom knows of this information? Would they have the ability to figure it out on their own? Is it something that I don't think it's something that should be kept under wraps? I don't know.
Well, no, that's exactly it. Well, so here's the thing: is we already know that Reifenen has visited the manor. And so we can assume that Reifenen is the poisoner, and also that goes with.
That's the doctor, right? Doctor.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
No wonder she was defending him.
I think both Leopold and the groom would both be.
The problem though is she's still the daughter of the noble.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. Is all we really have to do is just man, did I take? I need to take torture.
So wait, does Sally have torture?
I don't recall. But anyway, we need to now say that we need to abduct this guy and put him to the question, as it were.
The doctor,
Mm-hmm.
the mad doctor. Yeah.
Now, apparently,
Well,
I don't have torture as a skill.
we can do this, Sally, but what kind of evidence we have? I mean, he's a physician and a very distinguished one. We're just a bunch of vagabonds. If we even put a finger on him, we'll be running not only from like Talaheim's nobility, but we'll be running generally from the law in the Empire.
Yeah, and his disappearance would be noticed fast too, so we wouldn't even have the time to torture him.
Yeah.
So Sally, you said there's at least written evidence somewhere.
Yes, well, that's what I've heard. That this Ribot, he apparently left some kind of a blackmail letter with one of his friends, maybe the one who killed him, so he can like take all of the money. I think we should stake out the tavern at the sunrise tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah.
Unless they already buried the body, do we have his clothing?
No, we lost that. Yeah. Okay. Well, that sounds like a plan. He was supposed to. It was just supposed to be left. I've forgotten now where the money was supposed to be left, on the porch or in the actual common room.
It's not specified, actually.
Okay. All right.
Well, how many people are going to be at an inn at sunrise anyway?
You don't know.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not going to be a ton. We can, anybody acting suspiciously in either of those places is, going to stick out pretty easily.
Yeah, and maybe the Bretonian never stated if he was going to leave the money with one of his other colleagues to make the transfer. Maybe we can play as one of those other colleagues, get the information. Though we don't have the money for the information.
Well, technically we do, since we each got 10 crowns worth of stuff from her. We could. That's what I was trying to say. Is when we left when we were leaving the manor, is we just take that stuff we gave it and leave it out as bait.
Well, I wouldn't just leave a bag of anything, a bag of sand out for bait.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. It doesn't have it doesn't necessarily have to be money, but I just think it makes it easier to. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What just a purse of some kind. Leave it out somewhere.
Yeah, maybe we'll set a ploy. One of us with a bag visible, sitting out in the morning, or do you just expect somebody to leave a bag of prize money?
Well, the only problem with us doing it is that I think we're known in the town as being who we are. So if one of us is sitting there with the money, that's fishy.
Well, quite frankly, we're probably the least known people in town at the. Well,
I don't agree.
Well, I'm just
the
saying,
most
like,
known people.
if they've been operating in this town for months, then they probably know everybody in the town. We came in a few days ago, but yeah, we've obviously been the highlight of several events, but I don't know. I guess we could just try leaving it out and peek through the curtains.
Yeah, well. So Sally, you were suggesting we stake it out. So how do we stake it out? One in the room, one in the street.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
Come on, do everything for us, Sally.
Well, you think for yourself.
Well, we have a room in the tavern, so we could just put it in sight of one of the windows. And then, heck, we can have somebody stake out across the street behind a building. Lucas, you can hide in some bushes.
Yeah.
Just make sure that if the guy just grabs and runs, that we'll be able to intercept him. So just make sure we block the escape routes. But once we get a hold of this guy.
Oh, didn't he have a rapport with the? Oh well, he stayed with the old lady. We know, and then I thought he had a rapport with the butcher, but maybe I'm misremembering that.
The Bretonian?
Yeah. I don't remember now.
I don't either. I did.
Yeah, remember, guys, that if that friend of
I keep
Ribol,
hearing a clicking.
yeah, will actually arrive for the money, there's a big chance that he'll bring the documents that Sally is speaking about, and it might be important. Anyway, Sally is suggesting, that one of us should be in the common room probably.
Right.
The other should be on the lookout across the street, and another near the smithy, I think.
Yeah, that's either the smithy or the butcher.
Yeah.
But yes.
That said, we need to take some rest before we do this.
Yeah. My suggestion is, Sally, you scope because nobody suspects a halfling eating and drinking in the common room.
That's racist.
That's not. Yes, I know. Warhammer is racist.
It is.
Really, all fantasy, really.
Yeah. Seriously, Tolkien, Gandalf the Grey, and suddenly he became also. Well, he was also when he became Gandalf the White, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you go back and read any of the Robert E. Howard stuff, and a fair bit of the Lovecraft stuff.
Robert E. Howard isn't as bad as Lovecraft. Lovecraft is really
No. Have you read Solomon Kane?
He did?
No, I haven't read Solomon Kane.
Solomon Kane is
awesome.
it's difficult to read. He goes on this whole adventure to Africa, and it's difficult.
Yeah.
I had to quit. I was like, this is making me way too uncomfortable.
Yeah. Was it really that racist?
It was exceptionally racist.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never read the Solomon Kane stuff, but yeah, I read one of those Lovecraft anthologies with 60 stories in it, and it's just when you read them back to back to back, it's bad. I mean, it's like the racism just like smacks you in the face.
Well, didn't Lovecraft like wrote what something with, I'm sorry for the word, the nigger in the title?
I believe he did.
Yeah.
Well, the worst one of the popular stories is the Herbert West, the one that they turned into the Reanimator.
Okay, I don't know this one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm trying
Well,
to remember it. If
Herbert
I've
West
read
is
that
the
one.
guy who was a medical student who gets kicked out for conducting bizarre experiments,
All right.
and essentially figures out how to reanimate body parts. And
Okay.
so he one of his reanimations is a black prize fighter, and the description of the guy is pretty horrible, pretty stereotypical. Essentially comparing him to a gorilla.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty much the Solomon Kane and Africa stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty much all that way, and then on top of that, like their faces, they're basically like their faces described as a Neanderthal, and their bodies
Right.
described as a gorilla.
Wow.
Yeah, and Lovecraft does a lot of that stuff with like.
Well, the two of those guys were friends too. So
Yeah, pen pals. Sort of, talking about all of these foreigners that come in and make the city dirty and dangerous, and they steal stuff, and
Wow.
he's
So-
he's talking about like Italians essentially.
Yeah, but I
Or-
mean, if you look at the old Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny cartoons, yeah, and Negroes, how they're portrayed there. I mean, Jesus Christ, like they have those big lips and they just, we did do nothing wrong, say stuff like that. It's when I was a
Right.
kid, I loved those cartoons, yeah. But
Sure.
when I've grown, I look at them and I was like, wow, that's fucking racist. Like seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
have you seen Song of the South from Disney?
You mean the one that doesn't exist?
Yeah, except for they still have a whole section devoted to it at Disney World in Florida.
Oh, actually, I was to Disney World at Florida. I don't remember it though because I was like 12, maybe 11 years old.
It's over by it's not that far from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wait, is there a steamship like the the ship?
It's not. Yeah, it's not far from that. It's over by
Okay.
the big roller coaster that's in
okay,
Magic
okay.
Kingdom. Not Space Mountain, but the other big one that they've got. Big Thunder Mountain. It's
Okay.
right across from that.
I've only been to Disney World once.
Yes.
I got to run right back. I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
So anyway, Sally
Um,
offers
yeah.
this kind of action.
Yeah, that's what Leopold was thinking too. So Leopold's suggestion is that Sally watches the common room.
I could hang out by the square and the smith.
Okay, yeah, that's
Okay.
probably better. I was trying to think of, and then one guy out back and one guy across the street. Leopold
No.
is thinking that no.
I said I was going to say now. You may want to find a spot where you don't have to move quite as quickly.
Right, that's what I was thinking. That's why I'm thinking that Leopold should watch the back of the inn in case anybody tries to come in through the back or come out through the back, and then Lucas be directly across the street from the Heartless Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
And then I can also watch the back of the Fallebrand house.
Oh, by the
if
way, guys, just so you know, I'm a fucking idiot, and I didn't hit. I hit record on the session, but
Uh-huh.
since I'm also recording my IRL sessions, I have two different settings for microphone.
Oh.
So probably the first half of this session will be only you talking, and because I'm recording myself for 10 minutes now. But I will make for those of you who to wish to remember what happened, stuff like that. I will make an extra video where I'm of course doing what I like to do best, so talking to myself and explaining what happened before. Sorry for that. It was my bad. I've actually, I was sitting today and I was thinking, wow, we are playing for 5 years, and I've never botched a recording. Now that's something.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
of course,
While we're talking off topic, When I logged into Roll20 today, my password manager told me there'd been a Roll20 data breach, and you should probably change your passwords.
Yeah,
Yes, that was a while back. I changed it.
A while back, yeah. I think I actually posted it in the group.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't have any credit card, data here, so I don't really care.
Yeah, and it's the only thing I use that password for, so I don't care. But
yeah.
Shit.
Anyway, so let's draw shapes. So
right.
Smithy, here's
Right.
sorry, here's Vincent. He'll be Theo.
Yep.
In front of the Heartless Man, here's Leopold or Lucas, right?
That's Lucas.
Lucas.
Yeah.
Let's make green for Sally. Of course, he'll be in the Heartless Man itself. Okay. And finally, we have Leopold, who'll be orange. And what, here?
Yeah, so I can see the Fall of Brand House and the back of the Heartless Man, yeah.
Alright, good. Alright, so I would just like to remind you that it's still before noon, actually. You are all pretty tired and you are all hungry. So, yeah.
Right. So our plan was to eat, sleep, wake up extra early, and then deploy. I think.
Deploy. All right. Very
that
well.
Sound right?
Yeah. Sounds
Very
good.
well. So let's see. You are going to eat something, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you enter the common room. You see that there are a few people sitting there. At this time, there are not that many customers, but probably there will be more. People are also looking rather tired, like they're not sleeping that well. A few of them are coughing slightly, but nothing serious. You order food, which is like 5 pennies per meal with a drink.
Yeah.
Let's say that Sally is paying from the war chest. Just someone note the amount of money, okay?
Okay, yeah. So I've got 40 pennies for the room, and so that's another 20 pennies for for the meal.
You all get just a big portion of pork sausage with boiled onions, and pale beer for everyone.
What are the IBUs on this pale ale?
Yeah, pale beer is very good. After that, I guess it's time to go to bed. Right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yep.
You all go to sleep, and you don't sleep well. You're all having bad dreams, but the thing is that you can't really remember them when you wake up. When you do wake up, your sheets are drenched in sweat.
As long as that's it.
We shall see, because all of you need to roll toughness tests with -5 modifier.
Do I still get my +10?
Yes, you still get +10. Alright, nice. Not nice. But
I'm gonna I think this is my third luck.
I'm all out of luck.
So lost without you.
So who's spending luck?
I'm gonna spend a luck.
Okay, just wait a second before you roll, please. I need to check something. Yeah, Sally will also spend the luck because he failed by 3, I think. No. Alright, so Jason, alright, you've passed. Sean, you didn't. Sean, permanently reduce every single stat you have by 5.
Permanently?
Yes, permanently.
Like forever, ever?
Yes, forever, ever.
Oh, wow.
Sally gets the same treatment. Please note it on his character sheet. I don't want to I don't want to take care of your own sheet, so Bran will have to do it for himself. Essentially, what happened? all of you, none of you feels very good. Lucas, you feel bad. You feel, you don't feel too hot, honestly. I'm going to tell you how exactly do you feel when my PDF begins to work.
I'm guessing this dickhead
Lucas
has
or
poisoned
Leopold?
all of us.
You've woken up with fever. You have you're shaking. I don't know what's the word in English.
Shaking.
Yeah.
Chills.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
have slight chills, and you feel that you have you need to go to the toilet fast. Diarrhea incoming.
Okay.
This is Lucas only.
It's
I should-
it's Leopold.
Oh, Leopold. Okay.
Leopold. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Leopold failed the
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, I know. I totally failed.
Sally
That's why
also. You can see that Sally has exactly the same thing. And also you feel weak. Like
Yeah.
physically weak. You like someone put a heavy weight on your shoulders. The thing is that all of you guys feel bad, but Leopold and Sally feel exceptionally bad. And it's very bright outside.
Ah, shit, we overslept.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Leopold, you also saw that you indeed soiled the bed a bit.
Oh, Leopold.
Only you, Leopold. Unless someone wants to look at Leopold's bed like some kind of pervert.
As
Yeah.
long as we don't smell it.
You go downstairs.
Yeah.
All right. All of you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. Sally's like, ugh. I need to take a shit. As you go downstairs, you see that you don't see the innkeeper. He's not here. That said, there is the innkeeper's wife. She also looks a bit tired. She smiles at you weakly. Hello, my Naren. Good thing that you're up. There's a package for you.
Mm.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
A Bretonian's head.
Actually, funny that you say that. Yes, it is. But first things first. She says, there was this armored knight. He showed up a few hours ago. It was strange. He was clearly very heavily wounded in the chest, but he didn't. He said that he didn't need any medical attention. He left you a package. He said that it's for you. He said that that the visiting man would come looking for it, and she told me to give it to you. Here you are, and she presents you with this basket, wooden basket covered in dirty cloth. There are a couple others sitting in the common room. You see that some of the men here are coughing. Not all of them look very well. He also told me that not to open the package. Excuse me, my Naren. Something is getting me. Just like my husband, he can't get out of bed. He told me not to open the package. It's for your eyes only. So here you are, and she, presents you the package with a gesture, saying that take it. I don't want to have it.
I'm going to take it, but I'm not going to open it up there.
All right.
Ma'am, you say you and your husband are sick?
Yeah, apparently a couple other villagers are. People are saying that young Alexa's failing health actually brought the plague upon Hohlesbruck, but you know how it is. Spring's just around the corner, and people get sick all the time during this time of the year. It's nothing serious.
Nothing triggers diarrhea in me like allergies.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Lactose intolerance.
Speaking of which, Leopold and Sally, you need to go to take a shit fast.
All right. Head for the outhouse.
Yeah, aim for the bushes. So I guess that Lucas takes the basket.
Yeah.
Are you waiting for your friends to open it, or are you returning to the room to open the basket?
I'm gonna take it up to the room to open it.
All right. The bomb goes off. Just kidding. You take the room. You take the basket to the room. Vincent, you're following him.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. You take the cloth off. The basket contains Ribot's head and a sealed envelope addressed.
Bastard's taunting me.
Yeah, and a sealed envelope addressed to Esther.
Esther?
Yes.
Is that the lady that Ribot was staying with?
No, Esther Verloren.
Esther is the pockmarked girl.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, of course I'm going to open. Oh, I can't read, but of course I'm going to hand it to Vince and tell him to read it.
I'll take a gander to it.
All right. So you wait for Sally and.
No.
No? Oh, you're reading it immediately. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I say is, to he who is so slow that they could not defeat a single Bretonian man. Oh, they're talking about you, Lucas.
Son of a bitch.
All right. So you break the seal.
I thought he had actually sent you something to read, and that was
No. I'm going to read it. You break the seal. Inside the envelope there are two letters actually. They are both the envelope is addressed to Esther, but there are two letters. And I'm going to read them to you, if you don't mind. I will, of course, later, and if you do mind, then I don't care. I will later, of course, add them to the handout section. First is a letter from Dr. Stefan Reifenen. Dear Madame Verloren, I write to you as a friend, although you do not know me. I have you will understand my meaning when I say I am the answer to your prayers. The Fowlerbrand girl must be kept apart from her family and out of sight until the sickness has run its course. I will see to this. Rest assured that within the week, Mr. Tauberg will never wish to set eyes on Alexa again. I have taken up lodgings with a man named Fleischer, as near to the Fowlerbrand house as could be wished. I possess adequate personal means and ask only that when the time comes for me to leave this village, you will assist me in making an unimpeded departure. I anticipate my face will shortly not be welcome under the Fowlerbrand roof. In sympathy for your suffering, I remain your most willing servant, Dr. Stefan Reifenen. And the second letter is from apparently Dionys Ribot himself. It's even called Ribot's Insurance. Monsieur Verloren, my name is Dionys Ribot. I have been staying in your delightful little village for some time now, but I am afraid the time has come for me to depart. And I don't know why I'm using a Russian accent, sorry. I'm trying to be French. It is most unfortunate. Oh, now I have it. It is most unfortunate that you have had to read this letter, for it means your daughter would not pay, and that is most unpleasant for us both. Alas, in business, a man must hold to his word, must he not? I know, as I believe you do not, that your daughter was got with child by Monsieur Talberg before he left for the wars, and that during her sickness the child miscarried. Sorry. I also know that in revenge for her treatment on his return, she has conspired with the good doctor who has arrived in your village and poisoned Mademoiselle Fowlerbrand with a disfiguring malady. I want 2,000 crowns in gold left beneath the Hohlesbruck bridge by sundown tomorrow. Should you refuse or attempt to trap me, I will be forced to tell the world the shameful truth. Here.
Well, I'm going to look at Vincent. I think we got two options here.
Are you waiting for your friends, or are you staying this to Vincent only?
I'm saying this to him before. This is not something to.
Yeah.
We either go before the town and announce it to everybody, or we go to Reichert and let it get dealt with privately, which I think might be the better option, because we can't just go upturn a noble's world in this part of the world.
Well, we can.
Oh, go ahead.
We could leave it with now. The second option. Who is that? Leave it with.
Well, not necessarily leave it with, but take it to Reichert, the husband or the fiance.
Groom. Yeah.
Because he's going to be pissed.
Yeah, and kind of let the nobles deal with it themselves.
Yeah. My concern is that the dead witch, who obviously I wasn't there for most of this. My character wasn't there, so I'm hoping that you guys gave me all this information. Kept talking about people being heartless, and then on top of that, the dude, the folk dude that
is actually
kills people. Yeah, I don't know that that's going to satisfy him. I have fears that he won't find that solution good enough.
The guys returned to the room, by the way, looking pale. Go on.
So obviously fill them in.
All right.
And then get back to I don't want to hunt this guy down. I don't care. I just want to get the hell out of this town. But I feel like we're inextricably linked to it now. Or I'm afraid we are inextricably linked right now.
Yeah, well, I think we just need to take it. We need to go over to the Fallebrand house and show. Well, actually, wait. Do we know where the doctor is right now at this very moment?
Not really.
But I will say this: I think regardless of which option we choose, I think we do round his ass up first.
Oh, the doctor first?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought what you were trying to say was to get Reichert himself to kill the guy, but essentially we need to I think capturing the doctor is a good plan of attack, and then just showing here's the letters, here's what's going on. This is showing it to Fallebrand and to Verloren.
So you think let the nobles keep it within themselves?
Well, just lay it out on the table. It's like here's what's going on, and you guys deal with it how you want to deal with it, and wipe our hands of it.
Yeah,
I mean, we could also just kill the doctor. I mean, after we give proof and we get the doctor, then just kill the doctor for poisoning us as well. By the way,
I think
you don't know that you're poisoned. I mean, okay, sorry. In that case, you do know. I mean, in that case, you can probably guess that.
Surmise.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming that I've been poisoned by him.
I think we should.
Lucas has taken the folk superstition path and thinking that we're cursed by the heartless knight, since he worshipped the chaos gods according to the servant.
What chaos gods? The dark gods.
Or the dark gods, sorry. Dark gods, chaos gods, so it works all the same, I mean, whether you're talking about, the illegal gods of the empire that aren't the chaos gods or not, they're all people that like to curse you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. They're fond of their cursing. So
I would I agree with delivering the letter, but then I think we should also stake out the Verloren Manor in case the doctor when he does after we deliver the message, we try to apprehend the doctor.
I feel like we apprehend him first.
Yeah. Guys,
well,
I need to go to the restroom real quick.
Okay.
I can't wait.
Sure. Diarrhea.
Talk about being in character.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it's either way. I just want to make sure that like, we have proper like if we try apprehending him immediately before, then I guess we better have our excuses on hand.
Oh, we do. We've got these letters.
But yeah, either way. But yeah, I think we ought to.
Although, you know what we might
track.
want to do?
I'm here. Sorry. Okay. Nice.
Well,
nice.
I don't think Lucas would know to do that. Never mind.
Know what?
I was going to say we ought to, when we apprehend the doctor, make sure to rifle through his stuff and try to find some of his handwriting. But Lucas didn't grow up with courtroom dramas, so that's probably little.
Yeah, well,
Now, is this letter enough to where it's evidence enough that, or if we capture the doctor, he could just deny it all and be like, it's a forgery. Like,
well, you don't really know. You can.
Well,
oh, you're back, Sean. Cool.
Yeah, sorry. So, just in regards with that, I think once we hogtie the doctor, go over to the Fallerbrand house and present the document and say, okay, let's take a look at her. Let's see.
I don't think we should go to the Falderbrand house. I think we should go to Rickard directly.
Well, I don't know. Where's he staying? I thought he was staying at the Falderbrand house. I just don't.
Are the Falderbrands the lords, or is that the guy that hired us initially?
That was the guy who hired you.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought we were talking about going to the Lord's house.
No.
I would say if that was the case, I'm pretty sure that the letters would disappear real fast.
Exactly. No. I think we need to go. So the girl who's being poisoned is Alexa Fallerbrand. We need to go and after I think you're right that we should capture the doctor first and hog tie him, and then frog march him around town. Say, okay, we've got this saying he's poisoned. Let us see your daughter now, and see what's wrong with her, because he's been keeping her under lock and key. I can't imagine why Rickard would be in on it, other than that he just thought he was following doctor's orders.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that I don't think he would. He has choice between the two most beautiful women in the town. Like, why would he want to make them both ugly? Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now he doesn't get a beautiful woman. Yeah.
Right. Well, and supposedly, that's
rich,
the whole reason
too.
why he. Yeah. Right. And actually rich, because he's already a lord. He doesn't need to be, a double lord.
Right.
Or
so. Yeah. Okay.
Let's. You want to. I'll wipe the shit off my pants and we'll go over to Herr Fleischer's and
hey, we got a good gag now. if he causes any problems, I say we jam them britches in his face.
There you go.
we also have a head, but I don't know if this head is very useful.
Yeah, what are we going to do with the head? Asks Sally.
We're gonna take it with us.
I think so.
All right. So
from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
Yep.
So where are we going first?
Herr Fleischer's. We're gonna look for the doctor there.
All right. You exit the Heartless Man. You can also see that outside, it's foggy. It's very foggy. Like the fog came over the village like this thick miasma. And it's damp and unpleasant to the touch. You cross the small street and enter Herr Fleischer's butcher shop. You can smell the strong aroma of raw and smoked meat. And after like 2-3 seconds, Herr Fleischer emerges from behind the dirty curtain. He looks as unpleasant as ever. Yeah? What do you want?
We're looking for whatever the doctor's name is.
Dr. Reifenen.
He's not here.
You know where he is?
No.
You're a lovely soul, aren't you?
You want to buy something or not?
No, we're just looking for the doctor.
Well,
Where is his room?
He's here.
All right. Let us see it.
No. Who are you? Who the hell do people think you are?
Show him the head.
Yeah.
He would like to see him.
Yeah. This is our get out of jail free card.
This poor man would very much like to see the doctor. He's not doing too well.
He looks at the head. He totally lost his head over the girl of his dreams. He looks at
May
the
even have a headache.
He seems he seems quite unresponsive this morning.
Very well.
Can I roll for intimidate?
Don't.
Do you want to intimidate him?
No. We just want to see the room.
Yeah.
The man looks at the head. He's just, ah! Get out away from me! Are you insane?
Yes.
A little bit.
Why, yes.
Look, if you want to see his room, go to Verloren Manor and ask Moose Verloren for permission. I value the privacy of my guests. And take this thing away from my shop.
Oh, it's time to chop him up.
Like this guy, and I hold up the head again.
Get out! He roars.
What do you say, fellas?
Barge in.
Guys, we really don't want any problems here, right? Says Sally. Or do
But
we?
don't we?
You see that Fleischer, he put his hand on a cleaver that he has on his belt. I won't ask again. This is my place. You're breaking the law.
Leopold puts his hand on his sword on his belt.
Yeah.
We'll be back. I say we'll be back and grab Leopold and we'll head out.
Head out.
Yeah.
Let's head out. Yeah.
Let's head out.
Well, you can say that
All right.
that Dionys always gave a great head.
Yeah.
Sorry for that. It was horrible. Okay, you exit the butcher's shop. Outside, on the streets, you can see in the dim fog silhouettes of various people moving back and forth. You can hear coughing from many of them.
I wonder if he's. I mean, well, never mind. I won't say it since Lucas is following a different theory.
Yeah.
Did the butcher seem sick at all?
No, he just seems like an asshole.
Okay. Well, now the doctor knows we're after him, so we need somebody to stake out the butcher's shop.
He's probably at the manor right now. I suspect that we'll find him there.
Or he could be up in the room, so we may want to leave somebody behind to, because you never know, the butcher might give him the message that there are armed men looking for him, and then try to get away. Now we know there's not a back door to the butcher's shop.
Maybe we should leave Sally there because he's too damn reasonable.
I can stay behind. So.
Do you think Sally's going to be enough to hold back a butcher and the doctor? I could stay with Sally.
He can come.
Well, he doesn't have to fight it. Yeah, he can just tail him and. Yeah.
Well, what if he gets out of town?
I'll manage. Don't worry.
I think there's too much money in this for him to get out of town at the moment. I'm not concerned about that.
Yeah.
So where are you going now?
Fallenbrand House.
You move towards Fallenbrand House. Very well. Okay. You move to the house. Of course, the door is locked.
Walk up to the door.
Yeah.
Knock, knock. Who's there? A servant opens the door. Actually, not the door itself, but a small window in the door. You see the servant's face. Yes?
We
need
have
to see-
urgent news for Rickard and or Herr Rickard or whatever his name is, and
Or whatever?
and the girl-
Sir, how can
and the
you?
girl's father as well, whatever his name is.
Aloysius.
Aloysius, yeah.
Yeah, servant looks at Lucas very strangely. Roll charm.
Can I roll charm by instead just lifting the head out?
In that case, you don't even need to roll. The servant will close the door and will never allow you to enter
Okay.
again.
All right, then in that case, I'll roll charm.
He wasn't talking about the head of the Frenchman.
It's so big that it reaches the window on the eye level. It's some Slanish shit right there.
And just throw it over your shoulder.
I'm going to wrap it around my leg. I will never wear shorts again. No, but funnily enough, there was this adventure for first edition Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. I think it was fan made, although it was printed in Polish only, like RPG fanzine at the time, Magic and the Sword, and there was this character, a Slanish cultist, and he had a special ability called what's the word?
Penis whisperer.
No. It was like what do you say when you're saying that, for example, a bull really wants to mate with a cow, that he's in his right.
Heat.
Yeah, it was called
heat is like what happens to the
Oh.
female.
yeah.
Mhm.
So it was like something like that, Slanish heat, and there was the description: you can do it with many people at once and for long periods of time.
Straight into the point.
Glorious first edition times. Anyway, you didn't manage to pass your test, so the servant looks at you. I'm sorry, sir, but both Master Rickard and Master Aloysius are actually very busy. Please come back
It relates to the
later.
It
Goodbye,
relates to whatever-
Plum.
What's the girl's name?
He closes the small door. He doesn't even listen to you.
Bitch. Okay, what's plan 2?
Well, there's a broken window we could try going through.
No, that's at the
No,
manor.
that's
It's
the
not the
place,
same
yeah.
house
Oh.
as Sally. Actually, I think Sally remained
Let's
behind,
go.
so he
Yeah.
doesn't say that. Yeah.
No, but that's at the manor. Okay. Shit. Where's Leopold?
Well, he's
They won't-
he's
they
with the
won't let-
guys.
They won't let him in anyway.
Well, yeah, but where is he?
Probably in the tavern.
Oh, Leopold, like Fowlerbrand.
Yeah.
You didn't saw him actually in the tavern, but it's safe to assume that he'll return there. By the way, guys, I mean Lucas and Vincent, you see that your Leopold, has the shivers and is sweating profoundly, as Sally looks the same essentially. They don't look good.
Hey, tell him we need to find the doctor because we're sick.
Again and still, I guess. So, yeah, let's knock on the door again.
No one opens the door this time.
Oh my goodness.
Can I just try the handle? Just out of curiosity.
You can. The door is locked.
Okay. At least this way we know.
Yeah.
I think the trick might be that we just have to keep pounding. We make such a racket that somebody's forced to come.
Yeah. Yeah, most likely it won't just be the servant. Somebody of authority will come if we make more noise.
Okay, I don't mind pounding on the door if somebody else wants to take the talking next time.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll like really pound on the, basically consistently until somebody comes.
Alright, so we begin to hammer at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Making a scene.
After less than a minute... I need to check something. Alright, After less than a minute, the small door in the door, like the window in the door, opens again, and you see a pissed off servant looking at you. I've told you. Both Master Ricard and Master Aloysius are not available. Please leave before I call the authorities.
Well, I will put Vincent to the fore, since obviously Leopold probably isn't looking so hot.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe shitting himself.
Yeah.
It's imperative that we speak to the doctor. If the doctor is not there, where's your master?
Roll charm -30.
Charm. I'm not trying to be charmful.
You have charm, by the way?
I do have charm.
Yeah, I think you do, because you were like this servant at the beginning of your career. So charm -30, and let's see how you manage to roll it.
That's not.
By the way,
well.
you're the only ones on the street right now, so at least that's good. Oh, it's a botch.
I suspect that maybe Rickard and the other guy are sitting in their privies too.
The servant locked the small window, and you hear additional locks being thrown on the other side.
Do I hear a chest of drawers being pushed?
No.
No. Alright.
Okay. Vincent and I break this door down, or what?
Maybe we just
trying to
start
think of
setting
other
things on
options.
fire. We just start setting things on fire on the front of the house. The whole
I honestly am fine with that.
I mean, we could go to the.
Do you think everybody in the manor? Do you think this is just something that the daughter is doing behind the back of the rest of the Verloren manor folks?
I suspect so.
Yeah, I agree.
That said, I still don't want to go tell the Verlorens, because again, evidence will disappear really quick. We need too many witnesses to it, for them to be able to make it go away.
Because the doctor is either at the butcher's or the. I guess he goes between all three places: the butcher's, the manor, and the.
Excuse me, mein Herren. You can hear a voice from your right, coming from the direction of the Heartless Man.
Look to see who it is.
You see that it's one of the servants of Verloren's. You can tell that from the livery. He approaches you. He looks healthy, at least. Hello, mein Herren. Lady Esther sent me to find you. She is interested if you found the package, whatever that might be. And I see that you did. He looks at the basket that you're holding, because I presume that you're not walking with a cut off head just like that.
No.
In that case, I was told to take it from you and to pay you extra for that.
It's just the head.
I don't think that was part of what we were supposed to do. Not according to the man who gave us the package.
Well, Lady Verloren asked me to confer this message to you. I'm sure that's not a problem. You see that the servant is just, he doesn't really know what he's supposed to do. He was just given an order, and he's here to follow it, right? He probably expects you to give him the package because, well, Esther is a noble woman.
Yeah, how much is a beer at the Heartless Man? Just if I remember correctly.
Beer?
Or would I remember? Yeah, like a beer.
Like 2-3 pennies, something like that.
I'm gonna hand him 3 pennies and tell him to go have a beer at the Heartless Man, and we'll bring it over shortly.
He looks at the money. He looks at you. Well, I guess I can drink a single mug. Very well. And he walks to the Heartless Man.
Well, now that'll take him out of our hair for the rest of the day when he gets the runs.
Maybe it was a sausage.
Yeah.
Oh, because because it's a sausage from the fucking butcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, thank you. Somebody finally, somebody else finally drew those connections.
Let's just go back and kill the butcher and be done with this place.
yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like, is there a reason why we just don't
Just start
force
killing
our
people.
way in there? No, just
Well-
force.
Well, because I suspect the doctor's doing the poisoning without the butcher knowing. As much as I don't like him and wouldn't mind, going murder hobo on him, I
Well-
suspect.
Well, what I find funny is like, oh, we're gonna call the authorities. Who? Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
The nominated watch for
Yeah, the
the
militia.
week,
Yeah.
who's
Like-
probably sick.
Not to dissuade you guys from your course of action, just remember that if you start murdering people along the way, if you start barging in the doors and stuff
Yeah.
like that, you will have people on your tails.
No, I know.
And you are very high-level characters, sure. There are other
I
high-level
know.
characters, and there are more of them than you are.
Yeah. Of course.
Not to mention, I like your
Double
approach, but the approach, as a game master, I think that honestly, people with approach, let's break in, let's kill him. Sure, you can do that if you have mental instability.
Yeah.
No, or you are, I don't know, you have 5 hardcore criminal carriers behind you, including an assassin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't suggesting killing him. I was just suggesting
even
forcing.
Even forcing, like it's not it's not a light,
Right,
it's not
yeah.
light
No,
stuff.
I
Especially
agree.
for a Templar Knight of More. I mean, last thing I would expect from Templar Knight of More is like, let's kick the door in. If he was a vampire, sure. But you're a knight, you're not a thug.
Alright, that's why my suggestion of just setting it on fire.
Well, sure, if you
No, I know.
have the, arsonist mental instability, which there is one. It's
Yeah.
very nasty.
Okay, so
let's-
we're
Can we go?
But
Is there any way?
But
Go
let
ahead,
me
sorry.
just say one last thing. But you can do whatever you wish. It's just,
Yeah, no. I don't think the butcher's in on it. I also don't think he's there. I don't think it would be worth doing, even if
alright.
I don't think there's any reason to do it. And then even if there was, I don't know that it would be worth it.
Alright, so we need to find Leopold Fallebrand or something, or figure out how to get into this freaking house.
Yeah.
Because we're pretty convinced that if we go to the Verlorens, it's just going to get swept under the rug.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like, so the butcher's locked out. The Hildebrands are currently locked out. Aren't many options left to go, I don't think.
Well, I'll tell you what.
We want to keep trying another approach.
Let's go grab Leopold.
Well, let's see if we can find him at the Heartless Man.
Yeah.
So you enter the Heartless Man again. You can see that Leopold is indeed there. He sits at the table. Not far from him sits the servant, who, as you enter, he immediately looks at you and approaches you. So,
Hold on. We got to take care of this. Here's 3 more pennies.
sir,
have another one.
Sir,
we'll be right back.
I have my orders. Please, here's the money. Please give me the package.
No, we are not giving you the package.
He obviously looks very surprised that you're refusing him. But Lady Esther ordered this to be so.
She will get it. We just need it first.
Trust me, we will give it to her free of charge. We won't even take her money.
Charm.
How much money is it? We could just give the head part of it.
Please, sir, give me the package, says the man, and he begins to, be very vocal about it.
How many people are there in this bar?
At this time, about a dozen total.
Lucas doesn't take to being talked to like that.
So, what are you doing? You see that the man, is...
I'm gonna punch him square in the nose.
Okay, roll weapon skill. Actually, wait, before you do that, let me... I mean, he won't pass this... No, he didn't. Roll weapon skill. 0-4, it's in the head, roll damage.
That's what is it? Just strength bonus or?
It's your strength. Yeah, you have like street fighting.
Probably not. Let me check.
I don't think so because you'd have to have a city-based career like a fag or something like that.
I don't.
Okay, so it's your basic strength -3, I believe.
Okay, so it's 4, so -3 would be 1. So
yeah, but you still need to roll d10 for damage.
Right, d10 plus 1.
Sigmar's Fury.
No.
Your bunch of
All right, so it's 3 plus.
But it
Now
is
we
the
have-
head.
now we have
I don't
two
know if
heads.
that's still double. I don't know if that's still double damage.
Yes,
for a punch.
it does. But fortunately, you've rolled very low. You've smacked
don't
him
outright-
straight in the face. The man cried out in pain, and he fell back. Ah, villain! Ah! He says, the people, of course, are looking at you like, what the fuck? Leopold is looking at you very surprised. The innkeeper's wife is looking at you. No fighting here! No fighting! She says. She cries.
Get out of here, you thief.
He struck me! I am a servant of Verloren, and he struck me! You also what happened? The people here are like, they don't look at you kindly. A few of them got up, both sick and healthy alike. Hey, what you did that for, eh? Villains? Outsiders! Look, they've struck Christoph. Maybe they're behind the sickness. Yes. Maybe they're the ones. They're bandits. It's obvious from their manner. Huh? Look at the sword that one carries. Some hidden blade. They of course point at Vincent and his fancy.
Would you like us to
December.
unhide them?
Are you really saying that?
Leopold. No.
Maybe you should, because the people here are getting aggressive. Hey, one of them approaches you, Lucas, although he's not, getting within the distance of being struck by you. What's the deal with that, eh? Why did you struck out Christoph here? He's a good man.
What's Leopold doing? How's he reacting?
Leopold is not sure what to do, because, it was yesterday that you told him, to play it cool. To be, we will take care of this. Punch someone in the face. So he's looking at you like, really?
Leopold, we need to
that's
talk
your plan,
now.
guys.
I want to say, Leopold, we need to talk now, and I'm
Maybe
going to point
pick on
to
someone your own
point to the
size,
door.
says the man, and he pushes Lucas in the chest. Like the typical bar brawl way.
Yeah.
Like, huh?
Stab.
What?
I'm going to grab Christoph's collar and drag him outside.
Christoph is like 3 meters from you. He's still, he's still massaging his bloody
In
nose.
that case, I'm going to walk
Okay,
over there, grab him by the
Leopold
collar,
tries to charm the group.
Okay, if you walk to Christoph, the man who pushed you once again places his hand on your chest, pushes you away. Talking to you, boy! Are you deaf as well as stupid? And you see that couple of other men, begin to form behind this one, clearly expecting violence. The innkeeper's wife is shrieking. You can even hear that, you know, she's getting hoarse. That's the word, right? Hoarse.
Yeah.
Hoarse, yeah.
Yeah.
speak.
So yes.
No
Eight-
fighting,
eight-
no fighting, no fighting. But of course, you can see that this is essentially a powder keg. It will go off in a second. Talking
Right.
to you, boy.
Leopold.
trying to defuse the situation. Friends.
I'm
We're
popping my neck, by the way.
All right. If you try to defuse the situation, Sean, how are you going to do this?
I'm gonna try to get in between Lucas and the guy, and I'm gonna try to say, hey, this is all just a misunderstanding. We are trying to solve what's been going on here, what's been happening with the disease and the thing.
Okay,
and
essentially something like that. Because remember, you don't have time to monologue.
Yeah.
You try to
Right.
like disarm a situation, a bar brawl, a brewing bar brawl. All right.
Yes.
So in that case, roll me charm, but you have a minus modifier for that.
Okay, I didn't take off. So, should I do it right now? Fuck, I don't know how to
Yeah,
do it.
you are trying to defuse it right now. So.
Okay, well, okay. There's the permanent -5.
Yes.
that I haven't put in there yet.
Yes.
I have no idea what I rolled.
No,
it's good.
you actually failed. Although
Okay.
it wasn't a botch.
All right.
I mean, even without the without the -5, you'd probably pass. But yeah, you know, essentially the man pushed away. Get out of my face, you there, eh? And you know, I mean, essentially he just insults Lucas, in all manners, saying that he was going to kick his ass and stuff like that. Others begin to like pile in. Yeah, teach him a lesson. Yeah, something like that.
All right. Now Leopold will draw his sword, and he'll say, "We don't have time for this bullshit."
All right. You have your Tyrian gladius, right?
Yeah.
You drew the sword.
Mhm.
That changes things.
Yeah.
What this means in that case, I presume that you are intimidating them.
Yes.
Roll for intimidate.
Okay.
It's a hard roll because people don't like to be intimidated. You are
course.
brandishing a weapon at them. They didn't expect that, and it's a botch.
Is it awesome? Well, I have one luck point left, so I'll roll that.
All right, your last luck point goes.
Yep.
Your pants fall off when you draw your sword.
I shit myself.
Oh shit! Sorry. My bad. Oh, wow!
Hey,
even with -30. Holy
Take
shit.
that, bitch.
Yeah, you essentially pull out the sword. The man immediately flew back with their hands upstretched. Whoa! We didn't meant anything bad, mine Aaron. just a couple of jokes, you know how it is. Sorry. We didn't saw anything. Christoph, deal with it. And they just ran away from the building, you know.
Sounds good.
In a split second, the building depopulated. There's only Leopold left. Christoph, who massages his nose and he looks at you with wide, terror-filled eyes. The innkeeper's wife, who's shrieking, "Get out of my inn!"
I'm grabbing Christoph by the collar,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm telling Leopold to come with us. The other Leopold,
Oh, right.
not our Leopold. He knows to come with us.
He's clearly hesitant, but he gets up and he says, "That's your way of handling business, right?"
At this point,
New matter has come to light. Let's go.
All right.
We had no choice, Leopold, and we did a better job of it than you, by the way.
I can see that actually.
We're not involved in any duels. No, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I am, however, making Christoph come with us because I do not want him going back
Yeah.
to let her know we said no.
All right. Where are you taking him?
We're just taking him with us.
We're going back to the Follow Brown house with Leopold, right?
Yeah.
All right. You move to Fowler Brown house. Leopold asks, "What's your plan?" Although I don't think I really want to know, but
We need to speak to your father and your soon-to-be brother-in-law. We have things that we actually have information they want, but your damn servant won't let us in.
good luck with that. They won't let me in either. Not after that whole duel business with Ricard.
Just come to say you're apologizing or something. I don't know.
We just need them to come to the door.
Look,
Yeah, or at least stand in front of the door for us.
leave that poor man alone. I mean, he didn't do anything to you.
We
You
can't
don't
let-
understand the situation right now.
Then
he can't-
explain this to me. You're all acting like, I don't know, like bandits. I didn't have that in mind when I asked you to help me.
We will explain it to you in the presence of your father and possibly future brother-in-law.
I hope
So
not.
let's go.
Tell you
And
what.
then I start walking to the
I
Fildebrand's
say we
house.
have evidence that doctor is poisoning your sister. We
And-
need to get in the house.
What? He asks.
We have evidence that the doctor is poisoning your sister. We need to get in the house and get that doctor. They won't let us in.
He looks at you with incredulous eyes. And he's like, "How did you get? From whom? I knew that this snake wasn't to be trusted. I knew that."
Okay, let's go. Do your magic.
Alright, I can try, although I don't expect a miracle.
Well, worst comes to worst, challenge the guy to a duel again.
Yeah, no.
Or did you when you were a teenager? How did you sneak out of the house? Maybe we can sneak back in that way.
When I was a teenager, I grew up on the streets of Altdorf.
Oh, okay.
Right, let me try. He knocks at the door. You can hear a very irritated servant. Yes?
Yeah, I'm standing completely out of the way. But
It's me, Oleg. It's Leopold. Master Fowlebrand, you know I can't let you in. Master Aloysius orders. Look, I want to apologize to Ricard. Look, let me in, Oleg. You knew me all this time. Come on. Be a chap.
be a bro.
Be a bro. Yeah, let's see if Leopold manages to convince him. Holy shit, I think he actually did. If he has the charms. Let's see. Yep. Oh,
Sweet.
he passed with flying colors.
Time to barge in with weapons drawn.
Very well, Master Leopold. Please wait here for a second. Thank you, Oleg. You're a great man. Thank you. You can hear the servant moving away from the door. Leopold looks at you with a look that says, "Now what?"
Do you remember that scene in Wayne's World where he has the really big grin and the thumbs up? That's what I'm doing to him. No, I'm
Alright.
just kidding. We wait for one of them to come to the door. That's what.
So you wait.
Yep.
You wait and you wait. And finally, you can hear someone approaching the door. The small window in the door open. And you see that it's Aloysius. Leopold, you have some nerve showing your face here.
I'm gonna elbow to Vincent, since he is probably better on the mic than I am, to step in and explain what's going on.
Yes, we have reason to believe that the doctor that's seeing your future wife
What
Is
is
it-
this deception?
Who's is it? The father?
He's the father you're talking
Okay.
to.
we have I don't know where these guys are from, backcountry. We have reason to believe that your daughter is being poisoned, and that explains her illness, and perhaps some of the illness which is plaguing the town now. Do you have a moment to speak with us?
He looks at you with this, really strange look on his face, like what exactly is happening here? Like
We have evidence.
Yeah, Leopold says, "Show him the evidence."
Yeah, I want to.
Well, first of all, roll me a charm.
Great.
Is that time to bum rush?
I
the door?
failed.
Yeah. You
I'm
did.
just going to give him the letter,
Don't get. Oh,
Don't give it to him. Show it to him.
or show it to him. Hold it up in front of him.
He's not exactly going to read it this way. Like, what is the meaning of this? This is some farce. Are you using my son to get inside? Are you some kind of? I thought that you were honest men.
We're trying to give you
Don't
the evidence.
don't let them in, Master Fowlerbrand! Cries Christoph. They are villains.
punch him again.
Lord Verloren will hear about this. They've attacked me.
Oh, Lord Verloren will most certainly hear about this, dear Christoph. I'm gonna just
Yeah,
spout out.
I want to
Spout
start
out.
reading the letter,
Yeah, okay.
just out loud, word for word.
Which one? There are two letters. Remember that.
The one from the doctor.
The poison.
Yeah, the one from the doctor. And I say a note from the doctor, and then I'm going to start reading reading the note out loud.
Mm-hmm. All right. You are reading loud.
And then I want to say, Lucas, make sure nobody runs out the back door.
Are you
if we're-
saying that out? All right. You are saying that. All right. When you read the letter, you can see that Aloysius' eyes are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and he's clearly very, very, very surprised to hear what you're saying. And after you've read the letter, he looks at you for for a couple of seconds.
I want to say, does this seem to match up with any of the situations that have been going on here in town? The sicknesses?
I must say, says Aloysius, I must say that I'm actually impressed. That's the best extortion scheme I've seen in a long time. I didn't expect that from you. You're good. You're very good. Alas, I'm too clever for such things. Since you've did me a great service, and
Oh, F this. Let's go home.
and I appreciate
It's all Dorf.
a good con, I will this once let you go free, but never approach this house again.
Should we leave him
Dr.
the letter?
Reifenen, the greatest physician in all of Reikland, some kind of charlatan. Do you take me for a fool?
No, he's a skilled doctor. He's just also a poisoner.
Ha! And what kind of evidence do you have? Some letter? Where did you even find this letter? I wonder.
Throw him the head. Who's got the head?
Oh wow, this is going to be good. This is going.
Oh,
to
what's
be-
the name of the black? What's his name?
Who?
No, never mind. I'm not gonna say that's where we got it because that'd just get us laughed at even more.
Whose name?
The folk
the
guy,
black
the heartless man. Yeah,
Black Garovout.
yeah. Never. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say that because that's just gonna get us laughed at even more.
No, Leo's looking for the head to pull it out and shake it in front of him.
You want to do this?
Leopold does, yes.
All right. You.
I don't know where the head. Who has the head though?
I guess Vincent, because he always talk that he's going to show the
Well,
head.
whoever had the package, yeah. So if I have the package,
Well,
well,
it
I'm
would
reading
have
the
to be
letter,
you,
so
yeah.
I'd probably pass it off to whoever.
Well,
I
I'm
was reading
still
the letter.
holding Christoph by the collar. So.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Oh, then you probably already have the head, Leopold. If I was reading the letter.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah. So
yeah.
So I pull it out of the basket and hold it by the hair. And
The
like,
man screams in shock and fright. Ah! And he slams the window.
So we have two choices now. We can either embarrass the nobility, like we tried to avoid, or we can just forget this town, leave it with Leopold II, and go on our merry way. What do you guys want to do?
Well. Well, okay. So the question now is will we be able to make it out of this town if we go visit the manor, or do we just drop all the stuff on the street? Have a nice
Well,
day.
we either give it to Leopold since he doesn't like the doctor
Yeah.
anyway,
We could just
Okay.
let Leopold deal with it.
or we can go to the town square and basically smear the name of the nobles.
We are outsiders, so just like we got told off by the father, most of the town is probably going to do the same because we already drew a sword on him.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to work at all. I think that would just get us in more trouble.
All right. Well, yeah. All right. So let's hand it over. Here, Leopold. Here's a head. Here's 2 letters. Have a nice life.
Here's
get
the
out of here.
package. Where's the money for the package, servant?
Oh, we can just rob him for it.
No, I mean I don't think I'd rather just give it to Leopold and not take the
Okay.
money because as
Yeah,
much
okay.
as I like the money, I am so annoyed that it's either really become an outlaw or leave.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah,
you see that the servant is trying to escape.
That's fine at this point.
All right. He just
Let
runs
him
away.
go. Yeah,
He just
let him
runs.
go.
Yeah.
All right, now that means we have to leave.
Yeah. All right. That's
That
pretty
was
much
our
it.
cue.
Okay. Here, Leopold.
We tried.
What, are you leaving?
Yep.
You're not going to finish the job?
We keep trying, and the
The sole people we are trying to help are preventing us from proceeding with our investigation. Here's everything that we've come up so far.
Come on, there must be something we can do. You can't just leave. This place it's obviously it's going to hell. You can leave.
Well, if we stay here any longer, we will be hunted men if we're not already.
Those people are innocent. My sister is innocent. What kind of men are you? I mean,
We are men that have tried everything we can do, and we've run into every
and we
single
have
boundary.
screwed up every single charm roll we had to make.
you sir, I can see that you're a man of faith. Really, does your faith allow you to do this? Just leave people in their hour of need? And you, sir, he looks at you, Leopold, you invoke Sigmar in your every word. Do you honestly think that Sigmar would leave those people?
I feel like your father has lost his way.
Screw my father! It's not about him. It's about doing what's right.
Well, in this instance, doing
From
what's
this point,
right.
we have done.
Yeah.
We have done everything we could do. That is right. Our hands are now tied.
Mein Herren!
What do
Mein
you
Herren!
expect us to do?
For the record, Lucas is totally cool with it in character. I'm kind of surprised that Vincent is. Totally cool with leaving.
Yeah.
Well, it's like we've tried. Everybody's now working against us. Like we are, like at this point, we've gone so far as to now become, like Leopold says, we're basically outlaws, and if we stick around here even more, we're just going to cause more trouble.
I don't know if you've heard, but you hear from behind the building to the left of the Fauerbrand house, "Mein Herren, mein Herren."
What is?
Who is that?
You look in that direction, and see that it's the butcher, Fleischer, who peeks from behind the corner.
Okay.
Come here, quickly.
Okay.
Leopold has his hand on his sword handle.
Yeah.
Where's Sally?
No, Sally's not here. I mean, you've left him in the tavern.
Sally,
Yeah,
wasn't
we
he
left him
supposed to
somewhere.
watch
It's
the
okay.
butcher's house?
It's okay. He's
He
drinking,
was?
whatever.
Yeah.
No,
that's what
sorry,
he's doing.
sorry. If he was, then he's with the butcher.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I
Like,
I
uh-oh.
forgot. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, so you see that he's with the butcher.
Okay.
Okay.
You approach the butcher. There's also Sally there. He doesn't look too good, but you know. Fleischer looks at you. You see that he's very afraid. Look, I'm sorry that I didn't told you that before. I've spoke with your short friend here, and now I'm going to speak with you. I can't. Oh, shit, I can't speak here long. I know something about the sickness, but we can't talk here. Meet me at the dead witch's hovel. I mean, her cottage. I will tell you more
Okay.
about the doctor and the Verloren girl. This is
Okay.
Okay.
This is important.
At least now we have a place to stay.
And with that, he quickly runs away, looking all around him, genuinely afraid that someone might spot you with him, or him with you actually. Sally looks at
Yeah.
you. He emerged from the shop and talked to me about essentially what he told you now. Maybe we'll have our luck this time. Because I presume that you didn't manage to enter the manor.
You would be correct.
So? Leopold is like, well, that might be something. We might have some hard evidence.
Fine.
I'll go with you.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna stay with us for the remainder, till we either succeed or get driven out of town.
Fair enough.
Well, if we get driven out of town, you're more than welcome to come along with us.
I can.
We could always use a backup character.
Well, I mean, look, all I want to know is that my sister is safe. After that, I'll be glad to help you on the road. If you manage to actually help me and help my sister and help people of Hohlesbruck, alright?
All right.
That's all we ever wanted to do.
I'll be in your debt and I'll help you as best as I can. I know my way around big cities. And if you're going to Altdorf, I still have a few contacts there.
Let's go to the hovel.
All right. You move to the hovel. You move through the thick fog. The sky is also overcast, so there's this perpetual sinister gloom. People move in the fog. Some of them almost as if they were sleepwalking or drunk. You can hear coughing from inside the buildings. You can see that few of the people actually hanged some kind of, rural primitive charms on their doors, and sometimes traditional Shalayan doves and roses, and even you can see a few Sigmarite hammers and twin-tailed comets here and there. eventually, you move past the Shrine of Shalia, and unfortunately, the fog permeates this whole area, including the forest. It's really uncanny, to say the least. You move past the Shrine of Shalia, you walk through the forest, and eventually you can see the smoke clearing covered in thick, milky fog, and the silhouette of Elise's hovel. Yes. Let me see now. Very well. You approach the place.
Yep.
All right. You approach the place, and you see that Fleischer is emerging from the hovel to greet you. It's a funny thing, actually. You don't remember Fleischer being this tall, or this broad-shouldered, or having a long sword in his hand. Emerging from the fog, clad in full plate armor covering him from head to toe, and a long ragged cloak with a hood, emerges a knight with his chest covered in filthy, bloody bandages, and holding a sword. But this is not an elegant weapon of the Empire. This is some kind of ancient, horrible weapon cast from black iron. He just looks at you. Suddenly, you hear a horrible sound coming from all around you. It's like a mix of some kind of feral beast's roar and a cry of a horse. And from the gloom, right next to the rider, emerges a demonic steed, black as night, with long, sharp teeth and fiery red eyes. The knight, to your astonishment, jumps. He jumps in his full plate into the air, turns mid-air, and lands neatly on the horse's back. Swings his sword expertly in a single hand and charges at you. And that's it for today.
Goodness.
Well, that ended well.
Well. That right.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. Wow.
Hold on just a second.
No
Let me deal with my kids.
No worries.
Just punch him in the face. That always quiets him down.
Okay. So anyway, those who... Sean, you were taking notes, right?
Yes.
65 points for everyone for today's game.
Okay.
Now for your characters. 10 points for Andy. As usual, I think Brian will only get points for like half the points, if I remember correctly, right?
Okay.
I don't remember what how.
Was it half or was it just the game points?
I think it's only the game points, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he gets
that's easier.
Yeah,
math.
60. So yeah, 65.
Okay.
Vincent. Okay, like I said, you're a Templar of More, and essentially what I said today really applies to your character. Like, you're more of a rogue than a Templar Knight.
Well, today, we exhausted everything.
Yeah, but you do know that your masters in the Templar Order would not care for such explanation if you would be on a mission. Like, you're when you're a Templar Knight, there's no such thing as exhausted every option. Then you find more options. And I mean, even with the whole like, let's break down the door or let's torture him, stuff like that. I don't know. I don't really see Templar. I see more of a thug I mean, all right, not a thug per se, but your typical vagabond who just follows more closely. Because I've actually, I've read a book in which one of the characters was a Templar of More, and he was very, very different. Like, I don't want you to like play a mute or a statue. The funny thing, I am going to give you 10 points, but I just want you to know that for me right now, you're not playing a Templar, you're playing a soldier, an inducted soldier in the service of the temple at best. Do what you will with that knowledge. Like, I'm not telling you how to play. Maybe that's your style, right? It's cool. Just so you know. That's my opinion. But we can talk about it later because we are going to talk like soonish. I hope.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe just think about it. Like I said, I will give you 10 points because you're playing very good. Just because right now you're on what? You're a Raven Knight, right?
I'm stuck at, I get technically Blackguard.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm omitting the whole be silent thing and stuff like that. But even
it's more of a training type thing for the next one.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't have any problems with that if there would be a vampire here or a necromancer, or if you had if you had a reason to suspect that there's something like that, then you could practically torture all the way you want, because Morites martial Morites do.
I guess my approach is the only people, like, there are people like preventing us from solving a could be mass murderer that's causing a plague on the town. I'm not going to just be like, oh well, the servant won't let us in. We'll have to do things politely. I think anybody, even more so somebody who feels like they have an authority to do what's right, will put in the extra effort to like Vincent, as far as he knew, seems like the butcher is involved if he's starting to draw blades on people and stuff like that. So he is gonna, face it instead of be like, oh well, let's try to find something else to do.
Yeah, sure. I get what you mean, and that's actually normal. But it's probably more about how you do it, right?
Yeah, it's. I guess it's the don't confuse determination for thugness. I guess.
I would say, in fairness, I would say I think that Vincent was the least thuggish of the three of us.
Yeah, he was. But that's the thing. I actually wanted. You were determined, but you were determined in a very aggressive way. And Knights of More are very stoic. They're not Sigmarite Templars or Urican, Knights of the White Wolf, or even Myrmidians, who I would sooner think that they could act like that. Morites are, those philosophy type fellas like Verena's servant, stuff like that. So I was actually waiting for you to, like, when Lucas was saying, well, yeah, let's burn them, let's kick the door, let's, torture them. I was expecting for you to say, let's think about this, right? Maybe this isn't the best idea. Maybe this isn't the best way. I have etiquette. I know what happens to people who treat powerful people in the Empire like this. We don't want to run away from yet another group because we are already running away. And you weren't like, kill them all. But in my opinion, you definitely were more on the murder hobo spectrum, even if it was very light murder hobo. Of course, in quotes, like, you didn't say that, I'm going to kill the bastards. Again, maybe that's your style, and if so, cool, then work on it. I'm giving you 10 points because you're playing very good. but I will be looking at your character very closely in the future.
Okay.
Sean,
Yes.
you. I'm also giving you 10 points, but I also have, a few words.
Yes.
And you want to be a witch hunter. You're a vampire hunter.
Actually, I am a well, yeah, okay. I'm in the career.
In the career, but in the career and in game, it's two different things, right?
Yes.
You're the last person who should be saying we should leave. Seriously.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Sigmar, the patron of the empire, the warrior god who unites all the tribes, and whose sheer determination made him a god, would look very, very down upon such things. When the rest of the guys essentially give up and say, well, they don't want our help, they don't want to let us in, you grab them by the collar like Christoph, smack them a couple of times, and say, they didn't let us in, then we'll break in. We can walk through the door, then we'll walk through the window. Stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like I did say break in, but anyway. But yes, I agree. Until I gave up because this guy's a total.
Yeah, he
idiot.
He is, but but especially because he's a total idiot, you need to do something about it.
I need to give him the education of Sigmar. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. But again,
so
10 points.
I screwed the pooch on that. I'll accept that.
Yeah, because I actually don't have problems with Leopold saying that we can rough someone up, or maybe if you would have evidence, you can use torture. For example, if you have evidence that this and this person is a chaos worshipper, or even is a suspected chaos worshipper, you could probably even use torture then.
Oh, okay. I thought I could use. I thought I could use torture even just for being a poisoner. But,
yeah, you can. I mean, if
okay.
you can. I mean, you can torture anyone you want, sure, but for your own sanity, and if you don't want any trouble, then it's probably best that you torture the right kind of people, and not just anyone, because it's bad business. That said, I don't have problem with that, but when I hear a witch hunter and a staunch Sigmar saying, yeah, we should probably go, then
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But again, 10 points.
Yeah.
Now, place of birth, Andy, Talaheim.
Squeal like a pig, boy.
I think he said something else about Tal too. I remember.
Or
is that not?
Tal is religion.
Tal's religion.
Place of birth.
Yeah. Okay.
Squeal like a pig. Okay. I can.
Have you ever seen the movie Deliverance?
No.
Oh, okay. So
that's the dueling banjos.
It's an American movie about living in the country.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a horror movie. Not like a slasher movie, but basically, here's the plot: these rich city folk go canoeing on a camping trip, essentially, and hijinks ensue. A bunch of crazed rednecks essentially rape them, or try to.
Oh, wow.
Well, they do.
That's one of the lines that one of the crazed rednecks give when he's about to go rape the guy.
Okay.
So I think it's.
Oh, so he says you squeal like a pig.
Squeal! I'm gonna make you squeal like a pig.
Okay,
boy.
So in that case, I can give you 5 points for that. That's
it's
rural enough.
Right? Yeah. It's rural murder hobo. Basically.
Yeah, rural redneck murder hobo.
Yeah.
You were saying, Sean? Sorry, because I've.
Oh, I was just gonna say yeah. So I think so it's what's his name? Oh man, I'm drawing a blank now. Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, the Bandit. Okay.
Burt Reynolds. Yeah, Burt Reynolds, Ned Beatty,
that one I know.
John Voight. John Voight is boy's got a purty mouth. Why don't you pray for me, boy?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's also where the dueling banjos theme comes from.
I think I know that theme actually. I never saw that movie, but I know that theme, and of course I know Burt Reynolds, may he rest in peace. Although the man spoke really bad things about my country's national anthem.
Oh, did he really?
We all speak bad things about every country.
Yeah, he saw that essentially our national anthem sounds like someone farted it out through a trumpet. Like, I'm not too patriotic, and I honestly think that Poland's national anthem is kind of silly, but that's just mean.
Yeah, that is totally mean. I have to go listen and find Poland's national anthem now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
It was created like I'm not sure if it was created after, like during or after the Napoleonic Wars, when Polish people were, essentially Napoleon told us that we would have our country back. Of course, it would be under his supervision, but people in Poland were like, yeah, it's going to be awesome, and so there's a lot of like references to that. To that time, so
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe you want to listen to it in English if there is a chance that you can do
Okay.
this. It's an interesting like piece of history, but yeah, like Burt Reynolds, cool actor, horrible person. Privately,
Big ol' redneck.
I've heard
he's
that
a big ol' redneck.
that he was like a very very difficult person privately.
Yeah.
Still. Nice one with that. School like a boy. All right, Jason Wissenland.
Pig. We like a pig.
School like a pig. Jason Wissenland.
I guess I try to be dour. I don't know how much of it came out. I guess in particular when I told the prisoner to, if he digs well, he won't have to dig his own grave. But really nothing too Wissenlandy today.
I will give you 5 points for that prisoner part. That was very nice and very. I think that was actually Wissenlandy. Enough. So I'm going to give you 5 points for that. And finally, Sean.
I'm trying to think of anything I did that was particularly Wissenlandy, and I can't think of a thing.
Okay.
I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah. I think that there was an Wissenland, but it's no pressure, right? You don't have to if you don't find anything. Sometimes it's better not to. Yeah, sometimes it's better, not to RP something if you need to, have to do this forcefully.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Andrew, Tau, you were mentioning something about the Tau. About Tau, sorry.
It was something like people were acting crazy, and so it was kind of like a curse or by Tau
like for
or
Tau's
something
sake
like
or something.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
Okay.
or like
Yeah, I remember that. It wasn't much. It
you're
was,
going to need a towel
yeah.
or something.
Oh, and actually, the phrase like I kept using about cotton and fools, that goes back to being rural as well. Yeah, just I'm not asking for more XP. That was the other thing I was
I'll
doing.
give you 5 for that because, like I said, I saw that you've mentioned Tau. I think 5 points for that should be okay. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you want to prove me wrong.
No, I think if anything, that's more than I deserve. So
Okay. Vincent, what about more? Sorry. No more for you. You want to know why?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
The head. The head.
Ah.
Like you were playing with the head, obviously. Like, I'm going to show you the head. Ha ha ha. Show him the head. Like, alright, this man was a murderer, but it's still a huge disrespect to dead body.
Right.
If
Understood.
If anything, when you've received the head, the first thing that you should do was to bury it. Maybe not with the rest of the man's body because you didn't know where it was, but definitely not, we will show him the head and, that's funny. Not for a Morite. Sorry. And this is something
that was my bad.
This is not something I can overlook because it goes against the strictures. In fact, if you would be playing like the I don't know, I think it's lay priest, like the English term for the priest in Warhammer who can cast spells, this kind of treatment would probably entice the wrath of the god, and that's something very nasty. Just so you know in the future. Sean.
Yes.
You, Sigmar.
The only thing I can remember right now is I made the girl swear to Sigmar to.
I'm going to give you
tell.
5 points because on one, like you were like courageous enough. I like that's a cool thing. I like that you've managed to do the tavern trick with the sword. Like when diplomacy when diplomacy fails, you sometimes have to resort to harder things. But you didn't told me that you're going to attack the man even with a flat of the blade, but you're going to intimidate him. And because you managed to roll, it worked. That was Sigmarite enough for me.
Okay.
But on the other hand, I can give you 10 points because you were like, yeah, well, we should go.
Yeah, that's cool.
So like 5 points for you.
Sure.
All right, now star sign, Andrew.
Hold on. Let me get. Where is that? Star sign: Mummet the Fool, sensible, intuitive, lucky. I had some definite unluck, but I also had some luck when I was able to stop the rolled an 8 when I was able to stop the duel. Let's see.
Sensitive. Would you call yourself sensitive for beating an innocent man in a tavern?
Sensible? No, that wasn't. Although I might say it was sensible to just say, "Heck with it, let's go." So yeah, I mean that's.
I'll give you 5 points because I like the breaking of the duel. That was good. Like. Your treatment of Christoph was not very sensible, especially since
that comes more from something else.
Especially since you don't know if the man is vindictive. If the man is vindictive, he can spun a story to his master. And
that's exactly why I dragged him along with us.
But then I've said that he's going to run away, and you were like, well, fuck this guy. I was actually expecting you to grab him and.
Well, that was as we had decided to leave, and then you threw the spanner in the works. Had the butcher shown up earlier, I would have dragged him along with us.
And intuitive, I can also give you I will give you 5 points because the butcher shows up. Hey guys, let's go to the Hava. I'm going to tell you something about cool story.
I know. This whole thing, it was a mixed bag today.
And you weren't lucky because, as it turns out, the knight just emerged from the fog. But like I said, for the duo itself, you get 5 points because that was really good. Jason, star sign. Jason is gone.
Oh, sorry. Gungren's Baldric. I was on mute. Militant profession of arms. Nothing really combative happened.
I will give you 5 points for one thing. I found it really cool, and that actually shows your martial training. You're probably the most martial inclined of all the guys in the party. When you were running to the manor, no joke. That the fact that you've passed the test even with a minus modifier after a hard night, and you were like, I must reach the manor. That was very cool. That was professional. So for that I will give you 5 points. That's that. And Sean, your star sign.
What is my Cacklefax the cockerel?
You weren't cheap, I think.
Nope.
I don't think you weren't cheap.
No, I wasn't. I actually, at one point, I was like, hey, let's take that money she gave us and use it as a thing. And I was like, I'm probably not going to get that today.
But you can always be cheap next time.
Yeah.
Finally, we have our doom. Andrew?
The sword shall bring no justice, only suffering. I only punched that guy in the face.
Good explanation. Very good.
Because I wanted to do more than that.
I know. Very good explanation, and for that I will give you 10 points. Nice. Jason?
Doom is the darkest rot shall eat thee from within.
You have plenty of opportunities to RP it now. Essentially, for I think.
Yeah, with I guess with the plague thing, I used up all my luck to pass those toughness tests.
Yeah, but that wasn't really RPing.
Yeah, that wasn't
Just,
RPing.
you know,
I'm trying to think of a particular.
I am taking into account your like roles and sometimes mechanics. For example,
Mhm.
the like the endurance roll when you were running to Verloren Manor, but generally it's almost always about RPing first.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think that there was anything today.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think I really had much.
Yeah, but you have like plenty of opportunities. And as for ideas which actually push the adventure forward, I will give who got the idea with breaking of the duel.
I mean, I was the one that voiced it, but it sounded like Sean had the same idea at the same time.
Okay, so in that case, what the hell? I'll give all of you 5 points for that.
Okay.
Because that was very cool. And
Okay,
this is my
everybody
third
gets
time
5.
that I'm RPing this scenario, and it's the first time that the duel didn't come to
Didn't
pass.
actually happen?
Yeah, it didn't actually happen.
Hey,
So really, I'm surprised, very positively surprised.
Lucas, how many points did you get for Doom?
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just missed it. And I don't know that I did anything for my Doom.
Oh yeah, because you also had your Doom.
Yeah, Hourglass Shatters before they last grain falls.
Forgot about that. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, I was trying not to stay and do the burial, but I gave in to that. I mean, I and stayed. The only thing is that I said I was trying to help dig graves to speed it up. Otherwise, I wouldn't have helped. But that's
okay.
That's the
So
only.
that's good. That's actually good. In that case, I'll give you Hourglass Shadows before last grain falls. I'll give you 5 because again, I think you had a lot of opportunities with that, especially now with the sickness. So that's something for you to think about like next time. Yeah, but 5 points definitely. You're all playing humans, so no extra racial points for you. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So this is it for this game. Yes.
How much did we get for the session and all that stuff? Because I came in just a character.
65
Okay,
for the
cool.
session itself. Actually, make it 70.
Okay.
Yeah, make it 70. So Brian only gets 70, while you guys get 70 plus additional points.
Yeah, I was just I was just tallying it up. So 110 for Lucas.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
95 for Vincent.
And
I got 90 for me.
Oh, really? Let me see. 70, 80.
We
no, I got
started with
95
60.
because you got 5. I gave you 5. He gave us each 5 for ideas.
Yeah.
Oh, but did we get 65 for the game?
70.
No, he just gave us
70.
75
7.
or
Okay.
70. I mean.
And
Yeah.
guys, there's one thing. We'll probably finish this scenario and return to the Thousand Thrones next session. There will be 2 things. I will need to speak with Vincent alone, but this we'll do this like before the game, and I will need to speak with 3 of you. I mean Andrew, Sean, and Sally. Probably during the game. During which I would ask you, Jason, to mute your microphone and headphones.
Okay.
It won't take long, and this is the first time that we'll do something like this, but this is important. So,
Or if you wanted, you could just create a quick Facebook group, a quick Facebook chat group or something.
Yeah, but I want to RP it with voice.
Okay, cool.
Is this going to happen at the beginning? You could add me to the call.
I don't know because I mean it won't happen at the beginning because
that's right.
No spoilers, but it will happen during the next session. Probably somewhere around the middle of the game, if my role-playing gut tells me right. Okay, so for the next game, appears it's going to be 12th of May, if everyone.
Yeah, that's a holiday here.
That's Mother's Day.
Okay. So in that case, I don't know, 11th or maybe just 19th next.
Honestly, the 19th probably works.
Okay.
For me.
We can. Everyone else, 19th.
Should
Yeah.
work, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
There should be no problem.
So after that, our next game will probably be on the 2nd of June.
I may not be able to make that one, but we'll see.
Okay, we shall see. Then we'll try, and maybe find a different time or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll be gone at the last 2 weeks of June.
Okay.
Okay.
So
All right. So we'll figure something out. We'll try it and have as many people as possible, but
Yep. Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I'll see you all on 26. Is it? Yeah, 26.
Yep.
Yes.
Right. No, it's 19.
No, it's
19. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's a month away. That's
Yeah. It's
19th.
19th. Thanks for the game, and
Okay.
I'll see you later. Bye.
Great. Thank you.
All right, bye.